not.
Fuck.
Dang it.
There should be some friendship going on right about now.
Yeah.
We should be simulating the friendships
Yes.
about right now.
I feel it. I see it in my bones.
We are going to simulate all of the friends.
My bones are currently protruding. I can see them. It's great.
Yeah, that's not
Okay.
glass on the ground around us. That's our bones.
Nah. Oh, no. That's terrible. Sir, you need a
Literally
hospital.
from the second I got home, my whole day's been ham steak. Delicious.
Good.
Yeah.
The screen cannot be captured at the moment. This is probably due to a fast user switching or disconnected minimized remote desktop session.
You're gonna need to unfull screen the game.
Oh god, fucking
Sorry.
bitchin'.
Sorry, dude, bro.
Fucking helling
Hopefully-
shit. Fuck.
All hail the
Hopefully
hopeful Discord test later.
Okay, that's
Is
gonna
that
minimize
gonna screw
everything.
things up for OBS?
No. It just made things really small for a second, but I resized it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great. So, welcome back to
let's have
Hiveswap Friend Sim, everybody. I always forget the name of this game.
It's not
I keep calling
Homestuck.
it.
It's
Oh.
I call
not.
it
It's not
friendism
Hiveswap.
every time.
Friendism.
Friendism.
Friend
No,
schism.
sir. No, sir.
Don't mind me, I'm messing around with the visual settings since apparently it can't work for them appropriately.
Okay.
By them, I mean you guys.
Nah.
It's
Sorry.
fine.
It's okay.
We can read.
I mean, fuck
I
you.
believe you.
Wow.
Alright, so if that goes there and this comes over here, just some tech issues as per normal, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
There was no timer, by the way. I don't have access to the timer, so
What?
fuck the
It's
timer.
night. I will fix that.
I don't have access to it. Like it's a restricted function for challenger
I
approaching
don't
that you
have
haven't
the
quite
security
earned yet.
clearance to have access to the timer.
Pretty
Sorry.
sure I said that to you. I sent you that coin.
Sorry, I'm only clearance level 5 dweeb.
You
All
need
right,
to
so
be at least
everything-
level 6 to access that kind of information.
Yeah.
Who
Looks
knows
like
what
it's
can
gonna
be
be-
done?
Who knows what could be done with the timer? Alright, looks like it should
Power.
be perfectly fine. I could probably just do for that, whatever. He may have given me the timer, I may have forgotten about it, so that might even be my problem. I'm not even sure. But, so are we ready? Is everybody here?
No,
I'm ready.
I'm not
think
here right
I
now.
just heard someone
Let's
leave.
go.
I'm taking
Yeah,
a
Come
small
back,
vacation.
I think. Might need to
What the
unmute
fuck
you.
ever. I can hear everybody. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go ahead and start us up. Now, oh geez, boys, good golly gosh, we got ourselves a volume 3 here.
Hey,
of
look at them.
Ladies Gray and Lucy White.
Yay.
Ark, do you want to be the initial,
I do.
VA?
I do want
Okay.
that. Putting one foot in front of the other, you continue on through this strange alien world. Just when you think stuff is beginning to make sense, it all slips through your fingers and becomes even stranger and more alien. There does, however, seem to be one thing that remains constant through all planets and walks of life. Just a moment. And that thing is friendship.
And that thing is Homestuck.
Yes, also that. You are on the prowl for more. It would have perhaps been wise to stay with one of your wonderful new friends until you are fully healed. In fact,
Yeah.
how did you get away from Amicia, sir? But as Martha Stewart said, visitors, like fish, begin to smell after 3 days.
Yes, you're fairly certain Martha Stewart said that.
You are almost positive Martha Stewart said that. Good callback. Nevertheless, you soldier on in your endless quest for companionship. Where will your travels take you to next?
Alright,
Alright,
guys.
Damn.
So,
That's waifus.
I have
Um,
a crush on everyone.
Look at these waifus.
So, chat, we've got ourselves Skilla Kuriga and Branya Ursama.
Yeah.
Wow, we already got someone voting for Skilla.
I think we should always just go left to right on these.
I
It seems
know.
it seems to be working out.
Also, I have a super big crush on Skilla. All I know about her is that she has like one of those like wisps of grass in her mouth, and I'm in love with her.
Okay, great.
Those
Wow,
are the
that
two
was
things
fast.
that I know.
Keep her then.
Yeah.
Nope.
love her.
So I think I already let it slip who's gonna be who in the Discord. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll red.
Wow, 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 wow. As dawn approaches, you find yourself heading out of the city and into the rustic outskirts. Man, the sun sure is bright on this planet. It's rising over the crest of the distant hills, a huge fiery ball. The later it gets, the bigger and bigger it grows, way bigger than you've ever seen the sun on Earth. What's that smell? Could it be your flesh beginning to sizzle? Fantastic! You love the country. No wonder the nightlife seems so active on Alternia. They are all nocturnal to avoid brutal daily roasting.
Unless they're mind controlled to do otherwise.
I actually thought that, like, trolls were just more naturally susceptible to lights and that it was about the same sun, but that's interesting. You reach into your pocket for your cool new shades, but you appear to have left them at your friend's house. Fuck. That man's name is Dave Strider.
Oh shit.
Yes. You gotta get yourself together. The recent physical trauma and extensive blood loss has left you a little fuzzy. You weren't built for this wilderness survival shit. Also, wow, calling it right now, the main character is John. He gave Dave the shades. That's, wow. Oh my god, it all connects.
Also,
Hold on.
can we just take a second to appreciate the fucking background music? This is probably like... This is either my favorite or second favorite background music that's been in this game so far.
I'm sure it sounds great.
Yeah, I'm sure it's really great.
Yeah.
Right, you guys
I
can't
like
hear
it.
Arik and Hannah's music on their end because of their computer is acting up today, so they can't hear
Nah.
this fucking kick-ass beast tune. we
Well,
got
look it
going
up
on.
later then. Thanks.
I'm really sad I can't hear my new wife's music.
Ah, sorry. You're starting to wish that you... You're starting to wish you'd just stolen a fucking Lamborghini or something instead of a spaceship.
Oh my god, you stole a spaceship.
We did.
Yeah, we stole it.
This seriously isn't looking good.
Did we know that already?
I don't know. The city is too far away now for you to turn back, so you have no choice but to keep walking.
Oh, Frogdor makes a good point. They might be talking about the shades we stole from tennis vaping in the last episode.
Oh, yeah!
That is clearly
Oh,
what they meant.
yeah, it's clearly what they
I
meant.
thought we were being...
I think it should be John. Maybe you can find a cave or a hole in the ground. Maybe you could just cover yourself with grass. You wish that someone had mentioned the Death Sun in between offering you alien meat products and calling you their muse.
Turning the volume down. Apparently it was too hella.
Hella volume is good volume. Off to your left in the distance, you catch sight of what might be the shimmer of sunlight on glass. A window, a solar panel. You could seriously clean up with renewable energy on this planet. Should you change your trajectory to go toward the shimmer, it might just be a mirage. Do we have a choice? Oh.
Oh,
Well,
save.
let's get one of those dang saves all up in here.
Hama,
Yeah.
hama, hama.
First
Hey.
save of the
Hey.
Oh, hey, there's my friend.
Aw, I miss my friend. I miss Amicia. Do we go towards the shimmer or forget? I say let's forget it so that we can get
Yeah,
the one
let's
that's gonna get us
forget it.
killed.
Let's just die in the
Yeah,
heat.
are we just gonna melt if we like forget this and we're just
Yeah,
laying out
yeah,
here and melt?
yeah, get it out of the
Yeah,
way.
fuck it.
Let's get it out of the way.
Oh Jesus!
Forget it.
Hey, this is a callback to the fucking comic. Honestly, you probably see this one coming. Is that it?
Yeah!
That's it. Game over!
God, the sunburn. That was a massive sunburn.
You caught a case of the death.
Wow, they fucking... They knew that we were going to know, so I don't know what I feel more called out about.
I think that's fun.
It is
I thought they were
Galvar.
gonna make that the right choice, and it was so obviously wrong.
Well, I don't know. No, it's fine. It's fine. Go towards the shimmer then.
Might as well not die.
You turn your aching, stinging meat sack towards the distant, promising sparkle of safety and succor. I don't know what that word is. You focus on just staying upright, one step at a time. Just keep swimming, or whatever. God, the sun, though! You need SPF 5 million for this nonsense!
By the way, sucker needs relief.
But then, almost like it has picked itself up to come scuttling to meet you, you suddenly find yourself in front of a long, low structure. You let out a yelp of anguish, pounding on the door. At least, you hope it's the door. Oh. Hey, Jay.
I would like to preface this with something. I I asked not to be the one with the southern accent because my southern accent always bleeds into British. And also,
I don't know
Hannah
how that
has a
happens.
phenomenal southern accent, that we've heard before. But neither Falsey nor Hannah were privy to this idea.
Look, buddy boy, I don't throw this card on the table much, but I bought this game, and I will damn well cast whoever I want.
I refuse to voice her because I want to hear you fail.
No!
That's also my primary reason I really want to watch Jay suffer. I just didn't want to say it, but Hannah gave me the clearance now, so.
Oh, good. I'm glad I've been outvoted, I guess. At least I tried. I don't know.
Get fucked.
Play the character, buddy.
Alright. What in the world?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm
Oh no.
I
no.
want the entire
Oh,
stream to be enjoyable.
Jay, I appreciate your voice acting. Thank you.
Consider it practice, buddy.
The door opens, and you fall inside with one of the most pathetic whimpers of your career, with screaming in the background. It's not
Also-
great.
Is that
Not-
Lucis back there? What is that?
Looks like it, yeah. I can't tell.
Is it a big pupper?
It's a Raichu.
It is a big pupper. It's just a dog. It's literally just a dog. It looks just weird.
Oh, is it a sheepdog?
Oh,
that would be great.
Oh no.
Blessed darkness closes in on you. From right beside you comes a snuffling yip, like some joker is making fun of your dire situation. Something warm and wet glides up your stinging cheek. What?
Now I won.
Come on.
Hold on, lady. Give her some room.
A pair of hands help you sit up gently. Your eyes haven't adjusted enough to make out more than a couple shapes, one upright and one lower to the ground.
Oh, there are two Y's. What were you doing out there?
Do you think she spells her name with two Y's then?
Probably.
You think?
But then it's not a 6-letter name. Ugh.
Ah.
Ah.
Oh, can you stand?
The plot thickens. Strong arms pull you to your feet. You wonder if everyone on this planet is strong, probably, or if you are just extremely flimsy. They guide you to a chair at the end of a long table.
Why not both?
Stutteringly, you begin to explain yourself, that you are an injured, exhausted traveler who is ravenous for pals.
Friends.
Well, bless your heart. But hold on a tick.
No more ticks. Please, no more ticks.
Hold on, no, you know. Dinner's about to boil.
Boing.
Boing.
Dinner's about to boing.
Oh my god.
Now that your rescuer... Go, quit it! Quit giving him a hard time!
Oh,
Now that your rescuer mentions it, you do smell something. It smells amazing.
Funny you should just blunder in here like that. I was just saying, wasn't I, lady? It's been so long since we had any sorts of guests out here who weren't imperial drones or out to rob us.
You rub at your watering, slowly clearing eyes, and when you look back up, your rescuer finally comes into focus. I thought she came into focus a while ago. She's tall.
Double focus.
Taller than anyone else you've met here, you think. Also, maybe a little older? Not that you're an expert in troll physiology, she just has an air of knowledgeable competence. She's wearing a fringed jacket and holding up a plate.
There you go.
Aw.
Your Oculus feeling any better? By the by, my name's
there you go.
Skylar. Pleasure to meet you.
I like her.
So she does spell it with two Y's.
Oh, she's really cute.
Oh
And
no,
this-
she's hot.
Oh no, and tall. And this here is lady.
Skilla.
Oh,
Oh my god!
I am the dog.
It's fucking Lassie.
Lady does look like our old dog, yes. she looks down, and at first you think she means the table, but But then you look under the table at the giant monster dog looking up at you. It's a really big dog, apparently. You jolt so hard, you almost fly backwards out of your goddamn chair. But it's cute.
Whoa there!
But it's cute.
No need for theatrics.
It looks a little like one of those lassie dogs with the pointed noses, except enormous and pure white. Its barks practically shake the whole house. Lady also reminds me of the comic story Everyman. If you're a Homestuck fan, you should read that. It's good. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Hey there, lady. No need to be rude. They clearly had one hell of a time and they don't look dangerous. Yes, really peculiar.
Hmm?
Besides, if they try anything, you and me could take them.
Skilla puts her hands on her hips, staring you down with thunderous yellow eyes.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
No funny business, you hear?
Completely. Yes.
Good.
You swallow and nod, trying to look unthreatening and obliging. Ready for anything. For instance, friendship. You are so ready for that.
So ready.
So ready. Skilla sets down the plate she's holding.
Here, have some grub cake.
Oh, good.
She makes cake.
There's plenty.
That sounds gross as hell, but what's sitting on the plate looks and smells exactly like a normal pancake. Golden brown and crispy at the edges.
But it's made out of grub.
It might.
Oh, there's boiled tree blood too, if you like.
Tree.
Literally
Tree blood.
tree blood.
Oh, sap. It's probably sap, so it's probably
It's
syrup.
probably
Maple syrup.
maple syrup. It's
Yeah.
probably pancakes.
Trolls are so edgy that they call sap blood.
She made him pancakes and maple syrup.
Yeah, she did.
Also churned dairy product.
I wonder what that one is.
He puts down
Milk.
she puts down a carafe of syrup and a dish of butter. Man, everything here has some really weird names. Skilla pours out a cup of some very familiar smelling liquid. Brown bean juice. Yes.
Bean juice!
Hey.
We got the fucking bean juice. He
Skilla
drinks
raises-
beans.
He drinks beans. Skilla raises an eyebrow.
No.
That for the dog. This is
That's
coffee.
just coffee.
Oh
it.
man, this is some good shit. What would they call it? Boiled
Bark.
bean juice you've got
Boiled
here.
bean juice. Oh, I see.
What the
Um,
Sam hell you talking about?
Sir, that's just coffee.
She sits down next to you.
You're lucky you were the only out in light of dawn.
Mm.
No one wants to be out there in direct Altarian sunlight besides Jade Bloods. And no offers you.
Offense!
No
It's
offense.
no offense!
Oh, and
Yeah.
no offense,
And
but
no
you clearly
offers
ain't
you.
any Jade Blooded that I've ever seen. Listen, I'm just learning how to talk. It's fine. You did this to me, little lady, by the way. Now, at first,
At voice.
A
Going
voice!
full Brooklyn right off the bat.
Not even close to
Brook
English.
Southern.
I
Southern
said
mode.
it was gonna become English.
Look, let Jay be
I think he's
Southern
doing great.
Brooklyn.
I think he's doing great.
at first, I thought you were.
Oh,
you were
man.
some sort of mutant Lucis, because you don't have horns and you're grunting and yipping up a storm back there. But you're an alien, right? Don't worry. I won't call the drones.
Thanks.
I best be used to being around aliens anyway. Thing is how I gonna be seeing a whole mess of y'all come next week.
Oh.
What?
I think maybe she might be just below the cutoff age before she's sent into space.
Oh, right.
Okay. she does that. She laughs nervously. You aren't sure what she's talking about. Do you even need to specify that anymore? It's just natural law at this point. gravity, the conservation of energy. You don't know what the fuck is going on.
She just looks at you like, yeah, I should probably get used to you guys. Gonna be culling a hell of a lot of you next year.
I'm gonna be killing a lot of off-worlders pretty soon, so yep.
Lady, would you mind drawing a bath before our guest?
Lady Smart.
Hell? Oh. No offense, but you smell like you could use one.
You can't argue with that. You offer her a cautious smile. God, she seems so nice and caring. But you've been burned before, and cut, and generally kicked around by fate.
And smoking a hell of a lot of that wacky weed.
Remember, remember
got-
that one time that you got bled out for like artistry paints? That was your least favorite, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, the tick, probably.
Okay, the tick was also bad. Well, did the tick actually get
What in
us?
general? How about that?
Yeah. It's a tough world out there, but you want to trust Skilla. Lady takes a bucket in her muzzle and runs out to the yard, getting up on her hind legs and batting at the door latch to open it. It's adorable.
Ah, I love Lady.
The sun is high enough now that the whole landscape outside is washed in white. Oh God, the dog!
Oh, it's sweet of you to worry. Lucy are fine going outside for a little while in the daylight. Their coats reflect light and something to that effect.
This is cool. This is deep
I don't really know how it works.
The deepest Lucy lore.
deepest lore.
I ain't exactly known for my scientific acumen.
Oh, I think that's how she pronounced it.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love her.
You tell her that she seems pretty smart from where you're standing. As cynical as you're becoming, you just can't help trying to be her friend. She's so nice and wow, really pretty.
I agree.
God damn it, Hannah, did you hack the text box?
I did. It's
I'm-
me. I wrote this.
I'm super waiting for her to reveal that she's evil
lesbian.
somehow.
I mean, yeah.
She's
I'll
got to
be
be.
evil
She's
or
got to
whatever.
be evil, right? Not
Like, what is she
not-
gonna do? Fucking feed us to her, like, I don't know,
I don't know.
animals?
I don't know. Not that that's a requirement for friendship, but your retinas would have to be way more scalded than they are not to notice that.
That's nice of you to say. But it wouldn't even really matter if I was a bona fide genius.
Whoa.
Well,
Some of my cast would never hope to rise up in the ranks. Best I can hope for is hustling crates in some cargo vessel.
I just
Close
feel
enough.
really bad for her. Ranks, cargo vessel. You swallow the bite of grub cake, ready to ask her if she's thinking about joining the military. But just then, a swell of noise erupts from outside the house.
Yeah,
Shouts-
that.
Shouts, crashes, and Lady's frantic barks. Skilla gasps and launches herself out of her chair, knocking over the carafe and syrup. It oozes across the tabletop in a sticky wave.
No, the syrup!
Oh no! Not now!
Oh shit, are the drones here?
What the hell's going on?
Bandits!
What?
Bandits?
Goddamn Lucius thieves!
They're stealing our Lucis?
They can't steal our Lucis. It's cute. You don't get the chance to ask anything else before Skilla careens toward the door, throwing up an arm as blazing white light pours in. Oh God, she's going to go outside and burn up. She isn't thinking straight. You've got to do
Uh-oh.
something.
Here comes the, yep.
Help her.
Help
her.
Save.
Good
Save.
point.
Help her by saving!
Great. I guess help her. Yeah. I don't know. Up to
Alright.
you.
We're helping her.
What the hell? You've already experienced the Alternian sun. It sucked a whole lot. Maybe now we'll suck less because of how bad it sucked then. just a sliding scale of suckage.
Whoop.
Skilla plunges out into the daylight in the direction of the commotion, and like a big dumb asshole, you barrel out into the blazing hellscape after her. Surprise! It still sucks. You've had sunburns before, but this is ridiculous. This is a fucking monster of a gas giant, pointing and laughing at the tiny speck of humanity you represent, trembling before the void. It's a pure assault on all your senses. The light is almost as bad as the heat, and you put up your arms to block the glare. Following the dust, Skilla kicks up behind her. You doubt your eyes will actually ever adjust to this fuckery, but you can see a little better than before. There are about a dozen of them, all of them trolls, all wearing dark, padded outfits that cover their faces. They look halfway between hazmat suits and SWAT uniforms. All of them have big, fake-looking guns that probably are not fake.
Oh, Jesus.
In fact, one of them shoots a laser at your face. You duck, and it leaves a blazing heat trail across your cheek. But as all of you are currently burning, it doesn't really break your stride.
Whoop!
Achoo! Skilla throws herself into the fray, letting out a war cry, accompanied by the sound of a fist hitting flesh. Yeah! It's 12 against 2, which, if you remember your fractions right, is not unlike 6 against 1.
Why?
But these guys have probably not been expecting a frontal assault, and they had definitely not been expecting a Skilla, who is frankly fucking terrifying. She shoves 3 trolls down like dominoes, grabbing up a discarded gun and shooting all 3 while they're on the ground.
Oh my god. Straight up murder.
You have never been in a fight before. A fucking all-out brawl. It's scary. But now you are in the thick of it, and also it's kind of awesome. Sure, your skin is burning, and you could be killed at any moment, but that's just how it goes on this planet. You just gotta get into the swing of things. Take no prisoners. Kill or be killed! References, hell yeah. You pop one of the bandit trolls in the face. Fuck. That probably hurt your fist more than it hurt the troll. But it does throw them off balance for long enough for Skilla to smash the butt of her gun into the side of their head.
She's really enjoying this.
Yeah, she's
I love
Look at that face.
Yeah, it's good.
Yee-haw! Hell yeah!
She gives you a wild grin. The two of you are beaming at each other while a hostile alien sun tries to boil away the liquid from your eyeballs, and a bunch of bandits try to dognap a giant monster. You love this girl. In a friendship way.
No. Wrong.
But still, you love her.
Yes.
You make an awesome team.
I know we do.
What?
Another
What?
troll comes up behind Skilla and she smashes an elbow into their throats, grabbing them by the front of their uniform and suplexing them onto the dusty ground.
It's supplexing.
Supple.
That's about right.
She does that onto the dusty ground. She wails on them with her bare fists, or hands. Also that.
She's wearing gloves.
Yeah. She is wearing gloves. What are you talking about? God.
I know.
She's really hot.
I know.
And so are you. Get lady.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. You stumble over to where the Lusus is, Lusus Lusus is thrashing inside a big black net. You don't have any way to cut her free, but she's already doing great on her own, biting through the fibers with her big sharp teeth.
She's a baby.
You hold the net still for her to finish the job, then pull it off her so she can join the fray.
Bitch is about to get eaten.
It's over fast after that. How did they even get Lady into the net in the first place? She's so giant and quick, grabbing trolls in her jaws and shaking them like chew toys.
Die.
The remaining 5 who are still standing jump into their weird little dune buggies and make tracks. Emphasis on the bug. They look like scuttling little beetles. It's cute. Skilla chases after them for a few hundred yards, throwing the gun after them and shouting obscenities. Why don't you keep the gun?
And stay away, you hear? Tell the rest of them why you don't ever fuck with a rusty wench.
Excuse me?
What?
A wusty wench?
What's the
What?
wait?
What is this accent?
You're not sure you heard me correctly, but you are absolutely in love. She stands silhouetted against the blazing sun, the dust trails vanishing into the distance. You are awash in heady victory. Victory. Giggling like a lunatic before the adrenaline kind of drains out of you all at once. You are violently reminded of your fucked up ribs and recent blood loss. The Alternian sun beats down, and your arms are already covered in raised patches of red skin. This is a sunburn turned up to 11.
Remember that one time?
That one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that one time.
He didn't
Whoa
wear sun.
there.
I told him to wear sunscreen. And guess what he didn't wear?
Oh, God fucking damn it. God, I burn easily.
Put on the
Shut up.
spot.
Shut up.
He did not burn that easily.
I
Nobody
burn
burns that
very
Nobody
easily. I've
burns
gotten a lot of
that
bad
easily.
sunburns. Go, Skilla.
No. Whoa there, are you okay?
Skilla's swaying too. A spray of olive green blood covers her cheek. Wait, olive green? Wait, what? A spray of from one of the guys that we just killed?
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, I guess
sure.
so.
All right. At least the rainbow blood on this planet means you can be sure it isn't hers.
Oh.
But she still looks rough. Kind of how you feel.
They were olive blood, so they were out hunting.
Oh, sure, okay.
Lady! Come here, Goyle.
Wow, you're gonna sit down. Maybe just take a little break. The pale landscape swoops, going even paler.
No, you can't rest there. You'll die, dumbass. I'm not letting anything happen to my new best friend.
Friendship!
Oh,
Get up.
New best friend? Holy shit! That makes you so happy! You absolutely can't die here. Not when you've just made such an amazing friend. Somehow, the two of you managed to drag each other across the yard and toward the house. Hive, you're gonna get this lingo down if it kills you. Whenever you feel yourself about to fall forward, you lean on Skilla. When you start to fall back, Lady is there to brace herself against the back of your knees. She's such a good lussus. You wonder if she'll be your friend too. Her muzzle is dripping with the soup of multicolored alien blood.
Horrifying.
When you get back into the darkness of the hive, you can't see shit. Good.
Dang, your speeches really ain't suiting for this kind of environment, huh?
I mean, you didn't do great either.
Yeah, it's fine. You
Yeah.
can't even see in the dark.
In demonstration, you walk right into the table. You've about had it with tables. You are sworn enemies with tables at this point.
Please don't knock down my nutrition platform. Don't do it. It's my favorite. I built it myself.
She sounds exhausted but giddy. Dang, you really did that thing, didn't you?
Congratulations, you did the thing.
Great job. You kind of want to go in for the hug, but that sunburn is really something. It feels like tiny needles piercing your arms and cheeks. The back of your neck is a colony of fire ants.
Oh, yeah. Feels real bad, don't it?
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Come here. There's only one cure for sun rash.
Say! Skilla takes your hand. Gosh, this is next level friendship stuff.
Love her.
She leads you through her hive, and who knows if you are ever going to get all your vision back. Maybe you're just blind for life. You'll have to get a cane and a whimsical aesthetic to learn to navigate the world by smell alone.
What an interesting set of character traits. I bet that would make for a wonderful character.
Yes. No, that would be stupid.
Fuck!
There we go. My
Oh.
coop isn't huge, but you're kind of scrawny.
Oh, now we get to find out if this works on humans.
What are you waiting for? Take off your clothes.
Okay.
Accepted! Alright, man. The
Consent!
consent! The sun you
Concern!
must have fucked with more than just your eyes. Because you could have sworn Skilla just told you to take your clothes off.
You are serious not getting my recuperation in those filthy rags?
Recuperate.
Try again.
Recuperate.
Listen, you give me real words and I'll say 'em.
That's a real word. He knew how to
We
say
can-
it.
That's not a
Words
real
all the time.
word. Don't lie to him.
I'm not even sure what these clothes were supposed to be originally, but they're gone.
Yeah, you aren't so sure about your look either. Another new friend of yours told you it was rad, but you were both a little high at the time. You might be a little high right now. You wonder if sunstroke causes auditory hallucinations. Also, you don't know what a Recupera-kun is.
Huh? Really? Then what the heck do you sleeping on your planet?
You hear rustling, followed by the sound of clothes hitting the floor, and then a weird gloop gloop, like someone getting into the bathtub, only thicker.
If a troll don't have support, then I don't rightly know what would happen. But I reckon it wouldn't be great. It can speed the healing process for burns and small wounds.
This is good.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen to your weird alien anatomy, but I don't see why it can make any worse.
You tell Skulla that in your experience, things can always get worse. Especially from her perspective right now, since she's about to see you naked. Nothing like a little self-depreciating humor as an A+ cover for crippling insecurity. Aww.
I mean, at this point, our bodies probably melted anyway, so...
Is the soaper going to, like, melt us?
More than we
Doesn't
already
make a
are?
difference anymore.
It could just be pure acid to humans.
It could be.
It could just be.
It could just be acid.
Skilla laughs.
Yuck!
Wow.
Come on now.
Yuck.
I'm
Oh.
sure you're a perfectly healthy sample of whatever the species you are.
Get ready for some alien
Christ.
mocking of her genitalia.
Christ.
Oh no!
Christ.
Just get in already. I promise this in any sort of pale solicitation.
Solicitation. That's a real word.
That's an English word.
Or flushed, or for that matter.
Oh,
Aww.
she's not hitting on us.
She's not.
I know it's a bit awkward, but I only got the one coop.
That's fair. Right, okay, yeah, you could totally do this. You can make this not weird. Yep. Of course, you trip taking off your goddamn pants, and Skillet starts laughing all over again.
Yuck!
Not in a mean way, more in a yuck way. Please join me in the slime bathtub, old chum way.
Yuck.
In a non-awkward way.
She's hot, but God, that laugh.
Yuck?
In a yuck way. In a friend way.
What?
Victory!
Okay.
Oh, great. Well, things turned out well for everybody.
Yay! How can we fuck it up?
This
I
was...
love-
This, wow.
This is the best case scenario.
Wow. Huh. So, there's nothing wrong with Skilla?
No, she's just a plain
She's just a
old good
really
person.
nice
Now-
troll.
To be fair, she's like chocolate-blooded, like what the
I guess
fuck's
they have
his
a
name?
reputation for being nice, but still.
Yeah, so if anything, we were probably more likely to take advantage of her.
Okay. Well, that was fun. That was fun.
Well, should we go and fuck it up?
Yeah, we definitely should do that.
All right, let's stop her.
Skilla is bigger than you, and she has the strength of both desperation and a superior genome, so you don't feel great about your chances. But you have to try. Skilla is too upset to be careful. You have to stop her from hurting herself. You stumbled into her house all gross and pathetic and alien, and she didn't turn you away. She gave you pancakes, for Christ's sake. Grub cakes, whatever. And it isn't just the sun. From the number of voices, there's got to be 20 people out there. She doesn't stand a chance, except she does. You run up behind her and hook your arms under hers, hauling her back by the armpits. She struggles, jabbing her elbow into your aching ribs.
Let me go! You don't understand. They'll take her. Lady!
You hold grimly on, going limp and using gravity and your own dead weight to pull her down to the floor. Through wheezing breaths, you tell her that she can't go out there. Didn't she just tell you that you'd never have survived if it had been later than dawn? You probably aren't making much sense, but you keep up a stream of worthless bullshit until something catches. Would your Lucis really want this for you, Skilla? Would Lady really want you to sacrifice yourself for her? Skilla goes rigid, and then all the fight just drains out of her like blood down a drain. She sags back into your arms.
Oh, Jesus.
Aw. The two of you watch Lady thrashing in a huge black net as several of the figures haul her away. The sun is too bright to see them clearly, but they appear to be herding more white creatures out of the paddock and into a collection of vehicles.
The hide.
Oh no, they're stealing all our animals!
Oh no! She says it so quietly you feel it more than hear it. You continue to watch as Lady is packed into one of the vehicles and they drive away, kicking up clouds of dust that glimmer in the brutal sun.
You can let me go now. I'm not gonna throw myself out into a daylight like a romance novel heroine.
You realize just how tight you've been holding onto her and loosen your arms, pulling away and sitting up. Skilla's cheeks are wet with tears, but she quickly shakes her hair into her face to hide it. That makes your heart hurt. You want to tell her that everything is going to be okay, but you make it a point not to lie to your friends. You have absolutely no idea how it's going to be. And before you can say anything else at all, she gets up and disappears through a door and further into the house. Well, give her some space. You decide to mind your own business. Well, you do try the door, but it's locked. Alright. Best to keep occupied and do what you can for her. First, you shut the door to keep that sweltering heat and blinding light out. Then, you tidy up the kitchen a little. Everything here is oddly textured and colored, the shapes unusually organic. Some of it is worryingly scuttly and alive. You do your best. You mop up the syrup and straighten the chairs. You're just trying to figure out how to get the sink to spit out some water onto the dirty dishes, when Skilla comes back out. Her eyes are dry and her hair is combed back out of her face.
Don't you worry about that. Yeah, you're gonna break some.
She plays with one of her beaded bracelets with nervous little fidgets of her fingers.
I could never have taken those failures myself. Especially not in broad daylight. I want to thank you for stepping in and stopping me. I was overwrought.
You nod, accepting her thanks. She doesn't seem overwrought anymore, just numb. Wow, this is actually a legitimately terrible situation. Not even in a dumb, zany way like all the other horseshit that has happened to you recently. You wonder who those guys even were.
Lucis thieves. I read minds. They've come before, but always at night, never in such large numbers. So Lady Me could always take them. I never expected anything like this. Them to come out in force like this in the middle of the day.
She sits down at the table, putting her elbow in a patch of syrup that you missed.
Whoops.
You offer her the dishcloth and notice several little discolored patches on her arm. It looks like she got burned just by having her arm out the door for like a minute and a half. You're really glad you didn't let her go out there.
I'm not.
Oh, you've endured a lot of heinous shit on your short span on this planet. Injuries and lots of added insults to those injuries. But the time you spend with Skilla waiting for the sun to go down is some of the worst and most hopeless. You don't know what to say to help her. You aren't actually her friend. You aren't even the same species. The Troll-Lucis relationship is a little confusing, but they seem to be some combination of caretaker and pet. More symbiotic than parent and child.
Oh, hey, the moons.
Finally, it gets late enough to venture outside, and you follow Skilla out to the empty paddock. There's nothing out here but a broken fence and trampled ground.
Lots of kids lose their loci. It's just part of life. I would have been heading into the ordeals next sweep anyway. I would never have seen her again. But at least I have gotten the chance to say goodbye, you know?
It's kind of a bummer how resigned everyone on this planet seems to terrible things happening. Then again, you guess that's sort of true on your planet too. Wow, that is dark. Existence is just a goddamn mess. You try to give her the most understanding look you can. Just a really good and supportive friend face. You're killing it. But Skilla isn't paying attention to your glowing facade. She's reaching into her jacket and pulling out her phone.
What the hell? My Homestuck is blowing up.
Palm husk.
Oh. Oh God.
Skilla drops her phone in the dirt and claps a hand over her mouth. Her eyes sparkle with tears. You pick it up. It's kind of squishy and squirms in your hand a little, which you don't love. You also don't love what's on the screen. It's a troll in a mask holding a gun on Lady, who is still in that net, baring her teeth. The gun looks fake, kind of like a Nerf gun. You bet it's not a Nerf gun. The photo is accompanied by more of that spiky text that you can't read. Hey, how can you understand the Alternatian spoken language but not the written? You decide not to think about it too hard. Waste of time.
They sent a ransom demand. They'll say that if I can't pay, they'll sell her. Trolls saw your value for their strength and all over the galaxy. The heiress knows about the black market, but she doesn't do anything about it. She just takes a cut.
You ask her how much the ransom demand is for, as if you have a penny to your name. She tells you a number that sounds stupidly large, even without knowing the exchange rate to Earth money.
Earth money.
They're just mocking me. They know a bronze blood can't afford this. They just want me to force me to fail for one more time.
Her voice breaks into a sob. You reach over and put your hand on her arm. She looks at you with big watery eyes, and you brace for her to fall into your arms sobbing. You're actually kind of hoping for it.
Wow.
Not that you're the type to want to profit off another's pain, but you're pretty sure that offering comfort in a time of crisis is a first-class ticket to Friendsville.
Wow.
That's nice.
Instead, Skilla gives you a hard shove backwards. You take 2 stumbling steps and fall on your ass. Something squishes underneath you. A cow patch or something alive. You aren't sure which you prefer, honestly.
Sorry. I didn't already push you that hard.
It didn't actually push you that hard.
Actually. Your species just seems pretty flimsy. I don't want sympathy right now. Especially not from you.
Damn.
She stands framed between the 2 moons, some trick of perspective making her look just as distant. And just as sad. Not that moons are inherently sad. Whatever, that's not the issue right now. Had Skilla been lying to you before when she said she doesn't blame you, she'd even thanked you for stopping her from killing herself.
Nah, I don't blame you. I just can't stand the sight of you. Looking at you just reminds me of losing Lady, and I don't think that'll ever change. Sorry.
Shit.
I was really hoping we could be friends. It's been a real long time since I've seen anybody out here that goes on 2 legs instead of standing on 4. But I just don't think it's gonna work out. If you start walking now, you can probably make it to the city before sunrise. Or there's a Jade Blood colony nearby if you want to inflict your personal brand of assistance on them.
Wow.
Bye.
You leave with your proverbial tail between your legs, and the last glimpse you get of Skilla, she's standing next to an empty paddock, staring at the ground. Well,
boys.
that was a
That was
decidedly
sad!
not fun path.
We fucked up bad.
Play the other ending. That's it.
I like the one with the bat. That was nice. That was great. That turned out well. Well, Skilla, you know what? I'm gonna accept the other one as being cannon. Here's the cannon.
Yeah!
We punched this guy.
Yeah!
And she got out and it was like, whoa.
Oh, yeah!
Oh Jesus! And then we were like, oh man, I'm so hurt, guys. We gotta crawl back inside. Oh, friends, great.
There we go.
Much better. Thank you, Swalshane. I feel better now.
Better.
We had to take another we had to wash off all the dirtiness from that bad ending.
That was icky. Thank
That
you.
wasn't fun. I wish we'd done that the other way around. God.
We did. What are you talking about? We
Yeah.
got the good ending last.
Ah,
We never stopped.
Oh,
It was
shit,
a
not
terrible
again.
that's a shitty bad ending.
All right, you guys ready to trade the baton now?
Yes.
All right.
Battens.
Good job, Jay. You did it. I think you did great.
Putting
Thanks.
one front we can French profit more next.
Martha Stewart.
Mhm.
You've been traveling through a cave network for a while now. The rigid stone is a welcome respite from the eerily organic infrastructure you've been encountering, but it is also proving an unwelcome respite from friend making. Maybe it was too much to hope for that this cavern would be home to another potential new buddy. Maybe leaving the big city behind was a horrible mistake. Just maybe these dark, cold tunnels are completely devoid of... Oh, hang on! There's a bunch of buildings in the distance.
Oh, hello. I thought you were one of my girls, but you don't look like a Jade Blood. Or anything else, actually. How strange.
You convey your usual spiel regarding your circumstances. You're lost, lonely, and your ribs are still broken, you think. Honestly, the ribs are fine. You could just use another friend or two. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I see. My first responsibility is to my Jades and the Mother Grub, so I can't make any promises of friendship just yet. But you do look like you need someone to take care of you. Here in Burning Caverns, we follow a few simple rules. 1. Don't invite drama from up, down, below, up top, down below. 2. Protect the Mother Grub.
That's you.
3.
No.
We have no hierarchy, but do what I say. And let's do everything we can to keep up our current record of dozens of sweeps without any Jades being called.
We
Great.
don't have a hierarchy, but if we did, I'd be at the top, so let's just pretend that we do. You're not sure what half of those words mean, but you nod your head.
Good. I'll take you to our hive. Follow me.
You follow her into her hive, which looks like a school or some kind of dormitory, with multiple rooms and multiple floors.
Usually more of my Jades are around. I suppose that is everyone is out watching the Imperial drones arrive with the filial pails.
Oh, jeez.
Girls, we have a visitor to our caverns!
We're gonna get eaten.
1. Do not be alarmed by their bizarre appearance. They seem to be harmless and quite weak.
Filial pails aren't for eating, Jay. They're for something much different.
She likes making lists.
2. Do not give them more injuries than they already have. Our visitor deserves a warm Jade Blood welcome.
She claps her hands.
Sorry.
I'm
everyone.
She claps her hands.
She claps her hands.
No one else is around, but you stand to attention and give her the thumbs up to show that you read her loud and clear. You notice that she called you visitor and not friend, but that's okay. You can do whatever it takes until you're upgraded from visitor to friend, or at least charity case. Oh, look at her papers! You follow her upstairs and she stops at a big room on the second floor. When you step into it, you have to clap your hands over your mouth to keep from gagging at the revolting sight.
I love that they just put them in kiddie pools.
No.
They gotta be in the Rakupa soup! They're big baby-sized larvae-looking things all over the floor, squirming around and crying and inchworming out of kiddie pools of green slime. What the hell?
This is our nursery. Most of these wigglers are sick
Oop.
or injured,
Whoa.
so we look after them in here until they're well enough to go back to the caverns and spin their cocoons.
She looks shifty all of a sudden, giving you some side eye like she's sizing you up. You try to look very non-threatening and also 100% trustworthy.
We keep this nursery on the down low. It's not against any laws, but it's something of a break with tradition to save any of the grubs instead of just letting them die. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure why we do it. I guess it just feels right to me to take care of them, the same way I take care of my jades.
A nursery, huh? You look around again with this new information. You guess you can sort of see how these wigglers look like babies.
The babies!
You pick one up and it just starts fucking biting you. Ah!
It's probably exactly what it would do.
Yeah. You can't believe that one of these things can grow up into anything that looks like Branya. But this is an alien planet, so who knows? She takes you over to a shelf that seems to hold medical supplies. You're not sure what can be done for your broken ribs, but maybe she has some kind of alien technology that can help. But when she starts going through the cabinet, you don't see anything that looks high-tech, like the thing that fixed your arm.
I guess that most of what we have is stuff for the wrigglers. I'm not familiar enough with your bizarre anatomy to know if it'll help.
Would you like a baby aspirin?
Do you like crackers?
The
But if you're not completely sure how to do something, it's best to try anyway.
absolute bullshit that was high school, like, medical supplies. Oh, you fucking fell down and broke your arm? Well, here's some water and a cracker, go back to class.
Don't get me started on that after the sawmill accident. It sucked.
1, even if you fail, everyone else can still learn from your mistake. 2, maybe you won't fail. You never know.
You're not so sure about applying this ethos to your broken ribs. But she looks so determined, bum. It might be rude to say no. Oh shit, okay, my ribs are already broken, so where's the harm? Thanks, but no thanks, I'll heal on my own just fine.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Guys, anybody? Opinions?
I don't know.
We should
What do you-
probably get fixed.
Oh,
Let's try
sorry,
it.
I
mean,
walked
what's
away
the
for
worst that could
just a
happen?
moment.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm sorry. What? Go for it. My ribs
she's
are already broken, so where's the harm? Thanks, but no thanks. I'll heal on my own just fine. I think that the second one's probably the bad option.
So should we do the
Probably.
bad one first?
Yes.
Yeah,
Have you
let's do
saved
that
already?
one.
Oh, shit. Thank you for the
Yeah,
one.
save.
Oh,
Save.
shoot.
Is this the first choice?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So, thanks.
Well, if you're sure. I'm worried about you, though. You seem like you need help, and I wish I could help you more. If I can't take care of someone, I'm not sure how we can ever truly be friends.
You try to cheer her up, pointing out that friendship is a two-way street after all. She doesn't have to concern herself with your mutilated frame. How can you help her instead?
Well, sure, there are things around here I could use some assistance with. However, don't take this the wrong way, but we've only just met. I don't know that I can trust you to be as responsible as I am. It's not easy to be the one in charge. You have to be 1, conscientious, 2, considerate, and 3, competent at all times.
Saves less a lot.
You try to think of times in your life when you've been conscientious, considerate, or competent. You're drawing a bit of a blank. But hey, new planet, new you. You assure her that you have what it takes.
I guess if you want to prove that you could be responsible, I can let you help me out today. It's a good time for a visit to the Mother Grub.
You're careful to step around all the little guys on the floor as you head out of the nursery. She takes you back outside, and these caverns are even bigger than you first realized. They're also dark, and cold, and gloomy, and you can't see anywhere that might lead up to the planet's surface. Does she really just live down here all the time?
What?
To make some conversation,
Conversation.
to make some conversation during this cold hike in a damp. Hi, Skilla. Bye, Skilla. You mentioned that living underground like this seems kind of depressing. You realize too late that this wasn't very tactful, but she doesn't get angry at your conversational gambit of insulting her home.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's very peaceful down here. Well, in comparison to anywhere else. My quite enjoy it. The brooding caverns are a place for life and birth, not death. It's pretty uncommon in Alternia.
You're still not sure what she means by brooding caverns, but you guess it has something to do with the wigglers in her nursery. Before you can ask, you reach the top of a ridge and get a new, wider view of the rest of this cavern. It's enormous, probably the size of a small city. All over the cave floor, you see more wigglers crawling everywhere. Cocoons line the cave walls and the larger stalagmites with some young trolls crawling out of them. Walking, flying, and crawling among the wigglers and young trolls are a variety of white monsters of all kinds and shapes and sizes. In the center of the cavern there is... you don't even know how to describe it. It looks like a huge many-legged queen bug of some kind with a goat-shaped skull and horns coming out of her head. Her bulbous sphincter ripples as she lays a continuous stream of hundreds of eggs from which you assume the gray wigglers will hatch. And marching through all this, you see several hulking bipedal creatures, each carrying 2 buckets either to or away from the mother grub. They look armed and they move like regiment troops, soldiers of some kind. You're instinctively terrified of them.
This is where the magic happens, and by that I mean the continuation of our species.
And this is where the magic happens.
Bam, chicka, bow, wow. Jade Blood's like, that's what she said. Jade Blood and myself are entrusted by looking after this process, which is of course a very special job.
She just gestures very enthusiastically, like, ta-da!
Ta-da!
Isn't it hot?
Look at that! What,
Doesn't it just make you want to procreate?
Oh my god.
Doesn't it just want you to make you continue the species?
God, Jesus.
1. The Imperial drones carry filial pails of genetic material to the mother grub for her slurry.
Well, Jay's getting this a little bit early.
2. She lays eggs that hatch new grub broods. 3. After the wigglers emerge from their cocoons, the new trolls will look through the trials, and the ones that make it will be selected by Elusives to help care for them. 4. Together, the young trolls and their Luci go up to the surface together, where the trolls will grow up or get cold or whatever.
As Branya explains troll reproduction to you, one of the Imperial drones veers sharply to the left and in the process tramples over a few wigglers and young trolls.
Oh no.
Well, Jesus! The drone continues on, but several of the Luci cry out, crowding around their dead or injured charges.
Oh.
One of them, a gigantic beast that resembles a bison, bellows and rears up on its hind legs, hitting one of the other Luci with its front hoof.
Oh, jeez, not again. This kind of damage control is a lot of what we have to deal with. Whenever Elusive goes rogue out of grief or confusion, there's potential for it to lash out at other Luci, the Wrigglers, and the Mother Grub herself. We Jadebloods cannot let that happen!
She does have 2 eyes. Oh.
She looks so concerned, a marked contrast to how confident she'd seemed before now. You offered to help her out earlier, and it seems like now's your chance. Someone has to stop that rogue, Lucis, and that someone could be... you?
Save again.
Be a weenie!
Be a weenie, yeah. Let's get the bad option out of the way.
Well, we thought this was going to be the bad option, but apparently it wasn't.
I don't want the bad ending first this time.
Alright, time to wean up.
Yep.
You definitely do not like the idea of wading into a monster fight, not even to save the progenitor of your new friend's species. In fact, you don't like that Branya is so focused on protecting all these helpless toddlers and distressed animals instead of taking care of you.
Wow.
You stammer out that you don't think you can take on any kind of monster right now. In fact, you just felt another stab of pain in your ribs. You might be blacking out. Bronny's concerned face turns in your direction as you start to swoon. She catches you before you hit the ground, and your heart flutters. You look up at her serious face, and she looks like such a mom, but also such a friend. Like some sort of combination of those 2 concepts. Like a from, yeah.
Yeah, Fromulus.
Yikes, you don't look so good. I can't leave you alone, not when you're in such bad shape. Maybe I could carry you on my back while I try and stop the rampaging Lucis.
I was asleep.
Your heart flutters turn to pinpricks of alarm. That sounds dangerous. Mainly for you. You try to think of what you can say to dissuade her. Something other than, I think you should ignore the helpless babies and mother in danger behind you in favor of continuing to hold me in your strong arms. But before you can speak, you hear a commotion behind her. She turns to look over her shoulders and her face sags with relief.
Yes! The other Jades are here.
Jay, get off A Sprite!
Sorry. They should know what to do. We've taken care of crises like this before. Of course, usually I'm there to help.
If you crane your neck, you can just glimpse a crowd of trolls corralling the rogue Lucis away from the mother grub, while other trolls calm the remaining Luci and swoop up any wigglers in harm's way.
It looks like I needn't have worried. They're more than capable of stepping in while I'm otherwise occupied. I'm so proud!
You take this opportunity to compliment her on what a good leader she must be to have trained the others so well. Super smooth. She beams at you and sets you down carefully on the cavern floor, kneeling at your side.
This could have gone quite badly. I'm glad I didn't make the wrong choice when I stayed to help you instead of rushing off. It just goes to show,
one again?
sometimes the best thing you can do for the group is to take care of the weakest person in it.
You kind of want to object to being called the weakest person, but you did just fake a fainting spell for attention.
You did. You did.
So maybe now isn't the best time. Instead, you thank her sincerely for sticking by your side.
Freaking main character is weird as hell.
The two of you, like any Homestuck fan, the two of you watch together as order is gradually restored to the chaos below. And even with your injuries, you feel close to content and quite hopeful about how this relationship is progressing. I know a bunch of babies just got killed and some animals are kind of going wild, and I just faked an illness to have you pull me away, but
doesn't seem incredibly concerned, honestly.
You notice that at your side, several wigglers are blindly squirming around, confused and crying. There are some young trolls here too, looking around all lost and bereft. You're not sure if their Luci ran off with the others that got involved in the fracas, or if these little guys are orphans now. Now that you're seeing them out in the natural cavern light, the wigglers look less like maggots to you. In fact, they're even kind of cute. You can see why Branya would want to take care of them. One of the smallest wigglers closest to you has somehow flipped himself over onto his back and seems unable to right himself, his little legs waving in the air while he cries. Trying to be careful with your ribs, you reach out to scoop him up and cradle him to your chest, rocking him back and forth until his cries quiet down.
Wow, you have a very strong nurturing instinct. I think he likes you. You almost look like you could be his Lucis, or a Jade Blood.
Uh-oh, we're gonna become a mom. You're pleased that she approves of your caretaking display. The wiggler's cough breaks through your haze of smug satisfaction, and when you look down, you realize that he seems to be having some trouble breathing. You point this out to Branya.
Good observation. You really are natural at taking care of other creatures, aren't you? Some people find that nurturing ability to be very attractive in a potential friend.
The baby needs help.
The baby's dying!
Help the baby!
But as for the Wigger, this is definitely not a good sign. I'm surprised none of these drones have noticed that he's sick. If we leave him here, he'll be culled for sure.
Branya takes the wiggler from you, and you're more than happy to hand him over, considering that you have no idea what to do with a sick baby that's not of your species. Also, your broken ribs make holding a baby kind of painful, and Branya holds the wiggler carefully, but with perfect ease, just like you hope she'll cradle your new friendship in its infancy.
What's wrong with us?
Once Branya feels assured that her Jades have the situation at the Brooding Caverns under control, you both take the wigglers back to the Jade Flood Nursery. You hover around uselessly while Branya sets up some kind of crib filled with green slime. You're a little concerned that she takes the wigglers and submerges him under the slime because, like, he's already having trouble breathing? Surely drowning in slime won't help.
This soaper should help strengthen his bellow sacs and soothe his sorrow shoot.
Sorrow shoot.
When he gets healthy again, I'll take him back to the cavern and set him free to make his cocoon and pupate. Yeah. But he's so small. It's unlikely that she'll survive the trials or be selected by a Lucis.
Sorry.
Are these grubs in the things behind her okay?
They're just a little floaty, that's all.
Well, I mean, I'm just wondering if maybe this is par for the course for her. Maybe she's not very. Maybe she's not actually very good at this.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
You hate to see Bronya looking sad. You try to be sympathetic, mentioning your astute observation that this whole system set up with the Wigglers and the trials and the culling seems pretty brutal.
What? Oh no, I would never suggest. This is just the way the world works, and it's fine, it's fine. The trials are how young trolls prove that they're strong enough to survive. It's only right for the weak to be culled. It's the purpose of Jade Bloods to ensure the continuation of our species and consequently the hemospectrum. 1. We are not revolutionaries. 2. We're meant to do our jobs and keep our heads down and keep things running smoothly. 3. I would never presume to question the basic tenets of the Tyrian society that would bring negative attention from the High Bloods, and I just want to keep my Jade safe.
Oh.
You look around at the nursery and at all these injured or underdeveloped Wrigglers that Bronya was apparently supposed to let die. You think it might not be true that she doesn't question the way her world works. She's looking at you like she's scared you'll call her on it and expose her altruistic tendencies. You try to salvage this conversation thread. Did you say that culling Wiggler sounded brutal? You meant neutral. Yes, you feel 100% neutral on this topic, neither committed to the culling side of things nor eager to take up arms in revolution.
Yes, neutral is how I feel about it as well. What a good word to describe exactly how I feel about all controversial political subjects.
I understand you.
Did we mention that keeping this nursery isn't technically illegal because it isn't technically? There is no reason for any of Triz's drones to come investigating our hive, and if any drones do come knocking, we've nothing to hide. No borderline revolutionary ideas would be tolerated within these walls.
It's like a speakeasy, only for babies.
It's speak babies.
Babies?
Speak babies. Okay, stop.
Speak! Why won't you speak?
Bronya, I don't think holding them under the slime's gonna... Oh, okay, you're the boss here. Bronya laughs nervously and looks around the room, like she's making sure that any Imperial drones hiding in here heard her announcement. You feel bad for how nervous she is. You didn't mean to freak her out. You tell her that she sounds super convincing. And why shouldn't she? Because she's clearly telling the truth? If you were an Imperial drone, you would definitely be satisfied right now with her clearly law-abiding and very neutral ways.
Thank you. That means a lot.
You cast about for something to change the subject and mention that your ribs are feeling a bit better. Bronya's face brightens and she lifts up your arms gently so that she can touch the injured part of your torso, examining it in her typically responsible and authoritative way. You shiver and wonder if her touching has healing properties.
I'm glad to hear that. After all, I don't like it when my friends suffer.
Your heart leaps. You look up, scarcely allowing yourself to hope. Could it be? Did we accidentally just do this again? Or was she just making a general statement?
God damn it.
If you're not in any more pain, hopefully that means your injuries will heal soon. I'll take care of you until then, my friend.
Oh.
You are overcome. Your eyes fill with tears. You can't fucking believe you did it again. Bronya smiles at you and squeezes your hand.
Victory! Self-care comes first.
Oh, look at the little wigglers!
They're cute. I like them.
Oh, nice.
Alright,
What
so
a pleasant message.
Answers.
Alright, so new headcanon. If you're a good person, you end up with Skilla. If you're a bad person, you end up with Bronya. Right? Because fucking you couldn't get here unless you didn't become friends with Skilla.
Yeah, that's fair.
God damn it.
Alright, let's go back and try to
But I don't want to know about all the bad things that happen.
Time to kill some babies!
There's no way it could yeah, do this first. Go for it.
Oh, right. I'm still doing this.
Yep.
Okay, come here. Lift up your shirt so I can get your injured bellow sack enclosures. Yes, like that. Turn the part that's all bloody and horrifying towards me.
She has something that looks like some kind of ointment? It's a shade of bright green similar to the slime bed you see around the nursery. It also seems to be glowing. Seems like there's nothing wrong with applying it to your skin. But despite your optimism, the second Bronya rubs some of it on your broken skin, you feel a searing hot pain like you just got doused with poison. You flinch back instinctively. Your momentum carries you too far, and as you step back, you trip on something behind your feet. Don't tell me we're gonna sit on some babies. You cartwheel your arms, but it's no use. You're going down. You're yelling timber.
Please.
You feel something soft and squishy break your fall, and you hear a terrible squelching noise and some kind of animal squeal. You've fallen right onto one of the wigglers. You roll off of it, but there's no use. It's squished flat. You're covered in olive blood that you think might be its blood.
Shit.
You look up to see Piranha's horrified face and know that there's no hope for friendship in those vengeful eyes.
Oh.
You might want to run before I throw you out of this window and break the rest of your bones.
Nice.
Alternius deadliest ass!
Oh!
Scare.
Oh, look at the sad face!
Oh, the sad face in the goop!
Well, that could have been that could have been much worse. It could have gone on for like 100 pages. No, it's fine. It's fine. It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Yeah, we're finding the things that we missed because we were so good at this.
The bison Lusa seems to be causing quite a ruckus. Other Luci have now gotten riled up too, with some of them trying to gather wigglers to keep them out of harm's way, and others just getting hyped to thrash. It seems like it could turn into a monster stampede, and they're close to the mother grub's big, soft, vulnerable abdomen. Not great! Fighting a monster single-handed seems like a daunting first step in a friendship, but you did tell her you could be responsible. You square your shoulders and tell Bronya that she has nothing to worry about. A lot of fighting in these two. You're gonna stop that Lucis, calm down all the other Luci, and protect the mother grub, all without breaking a sweat, and hopefully without breaking any more bones either.
Whoa there, I was gonna suggest that I go after, well, you stay here. You seem kind of weak and fragile and weird looking. Your eyes are too far apart, you walk kind of funny, and generally your smell is mediocre at best, even apart from your injuries, I mean.
You kind of look like somebody who might accidentally sit on a couple of babies, if you know what I mean.
I don't want you to hurt even worse, and I'm not sure that I trust anyone other than myself to take the lead on this.
That wasn't quite the reaction you were hoping for. Normally, you would be all about sitting back and letting her protect you because, well, protective and responsible is a good look on her. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and you don't know how else you're going to prove yourself worthy to be her friend. You do your best to project an air of confidence, or at least of competence. You sure heard that this is no sweat for you. You take down raging bison back on your home planet all the time. That's kind of a euphemism. You're known for it, actually.
Well, if you say this isn't your first undulate roping gallop exhibition, yes, I'll believe you. I'll hang back and let you give it a shot.
Oh, jeez.
But if it gets too overwhelming there, I'm right here. 1, caring for the mother grub is my responsibility as a Jadeblood. 2, I'd never abandon a friend to deal with the mess on their own. If we end up being friends, that is.
Oh, hell yeah. Now you have reason to hope. You approach the rampage. I was waiting for it. You approach the rampaging bison with caution. Do all bison have horns like that? Maybe they do. You're no bison expert, but you're pretty sure they don't all have teeth or voices that nasty. Bison on Earth mostly eat grass, don't they? This guy doesn't look like an herbivore. At first, you try to calm the Lucis down by talking to it, but your soothing words have no effect. In fact, you might have just made it even angrier by suggesting that it pause and take some deep breaths in reaction to its trampling charge. You're not even sure it can understand human speech, come to think of it. You circle around it, wishing that you had some kind of lasso or something. Maybe you can herd it away from the mother grub. You look around to see if any of those other Luci look vaguely like Earth shepherd dogs, but no dice. You hesitate too long and the Lucis turns away, its furious eyes falling on the mother grub. It stabs its hooves, snorts air out of its nostrils, and screams in a way that sounds a lot more hellish than you imagine normal bison are capable of. Thank you. It's obviously about to charge, and you can only think of one thing to do. In desperation, you leap forward and tackle it football style, doing everything you can with your flimsy human body to drag it to its side.
No.
It half works. You plow into the Lucis and stop it in its tracks, but it topples over into a nest of wrigglers, taking you down with it. Wigglers and young trolls go bouncing everywhere, squealing in distress, and their lucite descend upon you in a rage. Everything is chaos for a while. You're trapped beneath the bison lucis, which is very worrying for all your body parts, and you think you might feel something important rupturing inside of you. But hey, on the bright side, this crushing mass is protecting you from all the other pissed off Luci trying to attack you. Just as your whole breathing situation is starting to get dicey, you hear a commotion and what sounds possibly the trouncing of...
That's
I think
another typo. Which
and
sounds
what
possibly
sounds
like
the trouncing of some of the smaller Luci that were trying to get to you. The crowd of beasts around you scatters, and then you hear her.
Oof. I'm having a hard time getting this thing off you, and he's still very angry, and he keeps trying to kick me. It's a bronze blood when you need one. Maybe like a really, really hot one.
You know, one that just happens to have a bath at the ready.
And like just like sort of nearby and has a ram.
You don't know what that means, any of that, really, but you're very grateful that she's here to help you. You try to communicate this, but it comes out garbled from all the blood in your mouth.
Maybe don't try and speak or move or help or do anything, please. Don't. No. No. Just
You experience a sinking feeling that could be related to your diminishing odds of impressing Branya and becoming her friend. Or it could be the compression of all your internal organs. Either way, it's tough to feel optimistic right now. But before you can give in to complete despair, you hear other voices. Your view is blocked by the mass of bison flesh on top of you. But could it be? Are these other people here to save you?
Finally! I was wondering where you all had gotten off to. Let's all work together, girls! 1. You two grab his horns and keep his head still and keep it from biting anyone. 2. The rest of you come around with me in his backside so we can push it without getting kicked.
You hear some grunting and muttering, and the bison starts making noises that sound more confused and less furious. The pressure and pain on your chest briefly spike in intensity as the thing's weight lifts, or shifts, and then they must succeed in dragging it off. you because suddenly... Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I was expecting to say must have succeeded in dragging it off you because suddenly you can breathe again.
Yeah.
But the crisis is not yet over. While you're still testing the use of your lungs and blinking up at the cavern ceiling, you hear a new cacophony of enraged monster noises.
Oh, the other Luci are still agitated. Get down there and try and calm them down. Protect the mother grub.
You try to lift yourself to see what's going on, but putting any weight on your arms makes you feel like maybe all your bones got turned into confetti. Painful, painful confetti. You feel strong hands propping you up gently, and now your head is in Branya's lap.
Oh, okay.
You try to focus more on how this is a nice place for your head to be, and less of the pain.
This is not good. I don't know if my chains can reach the stampede in time, and the mother grub could get injured. Not to mention all those regulars in danger. Oh no.
You didn't think the situation could get any worse, but now you see that several of the Imperial drones that had been about to leave the caverns are turning back, drawn by all the noise and chaos. But maybe this could still be a good thing? Maybe they can instill some order?
Fuck! They're going to kill everyone!
She scrambles to her feet, in the process of letting your head whack on the cave floor.
Yikes.
Your vision swims, but you can still make out the drones firing indiscriminately at the Luci, at the grubs and wigglers, at the jade bloods. One laser beam skims the side of the mother grub's massive midsection, and her scream is so loud that the ceiling shakes and a few stalactites shake loose, falling on drones and Luci and wigglers alike. It's a total catastrophe. A whole rainbow's worth of troll, wiggler, and Lucis blood is splattering the cavern walls. Branya seems paralyzed by the chaos, looking from her jades to the mother grub, to the imperiled wigglers like she's not sure who to help first.
I can't believe it. This is the worst disaster we've ever had down here. And all because I thought I could sit back and let someone else be responsible for once.
Whoops.
If I were a less secure person, I could let this moment plant a seed of self-doubt in my mind about my ability to take care of others and do my job well. Or I could chalk it up to you being really fucking stupid.
You shrink under the weight of that glare. She's green in the face from how angry she is. You swallow and manage to spit out enough blood to ask a question that you already know is hopeless. This is maybe we can't be friends.
Are you serious right now? I do not make friends with anyone who recklessly endangers the trolls and riggers under my care.
You killed them all!
Game over.
You killed everyone.
Whoopsie!
God. That's okay.
But now we're an artiste.
That's okay. That was less awful than the other bad ending, I think.
Yeah.
Somehow.
It wasn't. More people died, but it was less harrowing.
It really was. I felt less anxious about that. Hey, we did it though. We beat the game.
Yay! We did it!
got all
That was
the
both
endings.
paths. We did all the stories.
Those were some hello waifus right there.
I like the lady who is brown.
It's Skilla.
She's my favorite.
I hope you like your new waifus, everybody.
Yeah, Hannah's got a waifu.
My wife.
I did. My wife. Jay, I liked your Skilla voice. I thought it was great.
Oh,
I did
thank
too.
you.
Honestly, I can give you shit for it, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right,
And there's
well,
more
thank you.
planned. There's still more
Yeah.
planned. Yeah.
Oh.
Great. I'm glad. I want. I'm predicting 6 of these. That's just so that we could go one of every color.
Well, they've had a lot of the troll call characters. There were like 40 or so troll call characters.
Are these
so...
all? Are these all characters from Troll Call?
Yeah.
Oh, really? All of them are?
Yeah, you could
What
go to
is-
the troll
All right,
call
Troll Call.
website or post or whatever.
Quick,
Quick, somebody link it in the chat.
Yeah, yeah, please. On Twitter, the people who make this game have been putting out like basically troll OC characters. That they and just giving them a small amount of personality,
is.
just to design
Oh.
a few words to their name. And I guess this. Oh yeah, here they are. There's Skilla. There's
Holy
Skilla right
cow.
there. Oh man, let's have a look. Wait, hang on. Is this on stream?
Oh, there's our dog.
No, but I
Put-
can bring it on the
Put it
stream.
on
Give me a
stream.
minute.
Put it on stream. Yeah.
Sure, give
That
me
is a
1
lot of
second.
I thought, because I tried to find an ad for part 3, I didn't know who was going to be in it. And I saw all of these characters as images. I thought that they were all spoofs.
No.
Like, why in the
So,
world
let's
would
see.
they all be, like,
Add.
real people? I didn't know they were
Capture.
And down.
There's
making
Amicia.
all these. Oh.
I like Amicia.
Hiveswap.
The
Nope, that's
Soleil,
the game.
the
Whoops.
Soleil twins are weirding me out.
Yeah, those are gonna be fun.
There's Branya.
Oh, can we do this twins if
That's what I
twins is a
expected.
thing?
Sure.
Yeah.
Twins
Yeah, we can
are-
absolutely-
Twins return.
Oh shit! Look at those 2 purples down there.
There
I
it
want
is.
them both.
Ah.
Why
Very
the
cool.
fuck won't it show up? Jay, why won't it show up?
Wait, what? Are you in Firefox or Google Chrome?
Well, I was in Internet Explorer or Edge or something. I know it doesn't work on
that
Chrome.
may work. I know Google Chrome won't work, but Firefox should.
Okay, let's do Firefox instead then.
I don't know why OBS loves Firefox, but yeah.
Okay, so we'll toss this
Couldn't
in
you just
there.
put it
and
into
go.
whatever you're looking at
No.
the comic from?
Yes, that's basically what I thought I was doing.
Who's my favorite?
Oh, okay.
Okay, I see a false chain troll right there. What's his name? Galek.
What?
So
Hold on, hold on.
Amicia wait, is this up on the screen yet?
I'm trying to get it up there. Hold on.
Okay, never mind. I don't want to start talking about the character.
There we go.
yeah,
No,
we
it's
should
it's
wait
up.
till
It's
they can
mostly
see.
up there. It's just we're moving it around a bit.
Okay.
Yay.
So Amicia, who is there, and I love her, mentioned Chahut, the one down and one to the left of her.
This
Can
guy.
I be?
Girl.
Who is this?
I want Chahut too. Chahut looks cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I want to be Nikki Mula.
that's fair. You could be Nikki Mula.
Now, Jay, which one were you saying was a me one?
Okay, let me point at it to you with the mouse, which they can't see. But
Oh.
yeah,
I can see it.
Citation needed. Knows too much. Not finished talking.
I want to be a girl too.
She
Yeah,
has question marks. We don't know her
Yeah,
name.
I
I
love her.
already had Hannah plan for L Word.
yeah.
So there you
has
go.
her shit together. Knows your mom. Not Briska.
Not Vriska. All right, let's see who
I like
else.
has Christmas tree horns too. Weird.
Yeah, look at that.
But
Hey, there's
want to
Ardana,
be-
too.
There's Skyla.
I want to be this one. I want to be.
Yeah,
this one.
who's that? Yeah, that's a
Who is
pretty
that?
J-seeming character.
It does look like a pretty great character.
There's literally no. I seriously
Seriously.
don't know who this is.
Seriously, I don't know who this is.
Practices
Oh my God.
self-care.
Marsty
Aw.
Hotek.
Are these?
He's
all
a
going to
bath
be
bombardier.
friendism characters?
That hasn't been confirmed, but they've all been drawn from here so far.
Crazy.
What is
they're-
the guy with the axe?
Uh,
The top middle?
guy with-
next to Branya?
Oh, the spade.
Bowser?
oh god, oh god.
Fozzer?
His
The
spade
shovel.
slick.
Yeah. His spade slick, god damn it.
He practices
Hey, this one has a
orthodox
shovel.
decompositionist. And hey, this one has a shovel. Yeah.
No, no accounting for taste. Troll Jewish. Wait, what did you mean texting your sister? What?
Yeah, apparently it's a joke that who was it? I think Hussey said that Terezi is troll Jewish, and that
What?
just became a thing.
Oh, okay. Sure.
That made me really happy.
This character also reminds me of a J character. This looks like a J and a me character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask sleeps once a week. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's not coffee. Ask her about her controversial theories regarding traditional jurisprudence.
They do have coffee though. We know that now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not bean juice.
But
Or
that's
maybe that
not
one
what
is
it
bean
is.
juice.
And she just called it coffee. I love it.
So wait,
Okay.
we've got two sets of twins. I think I want the Soleil twins to be Ark and Hannah.
I kind of don't want these two to show up. They're a little weird looking.
They're great.
They're a little weird.
But I want this set of twins to be Jay and I.
Oh.
That's fair. He's
They're not twins. They're
Well, they're not technically twins, but
Yeah, how
They're
would
a
that
pair.
How does this even work? How do
Yeah,
you
how
how do you
do you
have
have
twins?
twins
How do you
in
have
this?
twins in Alternian culture?
it just happens.
I guess.
Well, twins are very rare. I think it even says it on the Soleil twins card.
So why
or
are there
something.
two of them here? That's
Share
all.
Elusus.
Maybe
know, I guess
for
it
them,
doesn't-
twins is a choice.
I could have swore somewhere it said that like all troll twins are very rare and
So-
like they're like a super exception.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 characters from the top row that were have been characters so far, and
Oh, also this one's Jay. Sorry, I forgot about Tagiri. This one's Jay.
yes, that's
It's
fine.
either Jay or me, but I think it's more Jay.
Yes.
I like Paula, but go easy, go easy. Yeah, sure.
Cozy.
What are the blurbs for my new wife? What is
Bandage
it?
is unrelated to fire. Oh, you
Oh,
mean
yeah.
Skilla?
Yeah, Skilla, where's she at?
What is it?
Vegetarian somehow.
There's Demon.
Mouth twig passed down from her Lucis's mouth. What
What
is
is-
tarnation?
I like it.
I love her. She's a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian, so our eating habits will be similar.
Even though she fed us grub cakes. Though I guess she just
They're
doesn't eat them.
pancakes.
Jesus.
Yeah, but they're made of grub.
Shut up.
Christ. So
Oh, man.
she shared a page with Diamond.
Diamond.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Branya. Who did Branya share a page with?
Where is...
She's right next to
There
it.
she
Yeah,
is.
right.
Wanshi Adyata, someone we haven't met yet.
We're
The
probably
Brooding
not gonna
Tavern's
get another
resident-
Jade.
Tome regular. Big name in the Soldier Per Beast fandom. Knows it all of it.
Cool.
See, president of the Grub Sitters Club. Buddy systems are go. Long hair does care.
I like it.
Oh, grub as in food, as in like digging into grub. Okay, got it.
That's confusing for their species, I'd have to say.
A little bit. A little.
Also,
bit.
she's got adorable shoes. We never got to see her shoes.
She does have adorable shoes.
Aw.
All right. Well, what do we think, guys? Where are we going from here?
I
Do we
don't
have-
know. Hey!
Hey!
Oh, look at this beautiful little thing that just happened upon my doorstep.
That's beautiful. I like it.
Hopefully it remembered where we left off.
Maybe.
Okay, looks like it... Oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Why does it keep... Stay.
No, that was
It's
correct.
trying to be helpful.
Oh, shit. It was stay. I was the dumb that time.
Twas I that was dumb.
I did this. Not they. There you go.
It was this one.
No, well, it was probably the last purple one, right?
Well, no. I think I skipped ahead a few to see how far we were from
I see.
finishing the act, which is actually still pretty far. But I want to take like a 5-minute recess while I set up some music and also, use the bathroom. So we'll be right back. Everybody enjoy Months in the Past, but not many.
See ya. Did he mute us? I don't know if he muted us.
I don't know. I can see
I
it.
have no idea if he muted us.
Well,
Okay,
he
well,
didn't.
see.
Shane did. Hey guys, did Shane mute us? Did he mute that? Did you hear that?
Did you hear everything?
I'm sorry if you
Did
could
you hear
hear that.
Mondo
I
going
hate
that way?
everyone.
Mondo went over there. He's doing well. He's not dead.
I was thinking Mondo just keeps driving by like 8 months ago.
He definitely muted you guys. I see. Thank you.
All right, cool. All right.
Good to
So we're talking
know.
about all the secret projects, right?
We can't talk about all the secret projects.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to playing Superman 64 with you.
Yeah.
It was an odd casting choice to have Saps be the one that played that, since
Yes.
I know Wander really wanted to be the one that led that charge, but you know. Metroid Other M is also going to be great. Look forward to that.
Yes. I
Mhm.
was gonna stream that one, but you said it couldn't be my first one. But you
I
know,
did say that. I did say that. I don't. I regret nothing.
Metroid Prime has been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun. It's been
Yeah.
very long since we last did that.
We should fix that.
We should fix that. Also high on the list of games that we plan on streaming is I don't know what do people not want to say?
Bubsy
Minecraft.
3D.
Minecraft. Bubsy 3D. Perfect.
Yeah.
Great.
Minecraft. You know, I just think it'd be kind of relaxing to just sit down with Minecraft for a while. Like,
I would
just sit
play
down there-
Minecraft with you,
Okay.
Jay.
You know what?
Did
If
you-
you guys want to stream Minecraft, go for it.
I
I'll even
love
join you. I'll even
Minecraft.
join you. I'll even join you.
Just
I
wander
have
around.
so
Like,
much fun.
like
Yeah,
the
why
chat
not?
even made me a J skin in Minecraft. Like, I'm just
That's
me.
great. I have
That's
a
so
Princess
cool.
Zelda skin. That's my skin. It's been like the same for years.
A Wander,
That's
once upon a
popular.
time, made me an Arc skin, so I've been using that.
That's adorable.
Oh, there you
Yes.
go.
Mhm.
I think I remember seeing that one at some point.
Yes, it looks great.
Yeah.
It's
Jay,
the
You
best.
know what happens when you
Maybe
play
I'll make
Minecraft?
myself a skin so I can be pretty.
Yeah.
Or you could ask him to make him.
Dragoni, do you mean that I play too long, or that I keep finding diamonds and falling into lava? Because that happened a lot. That was bad. I once found in a session 17 diamonds just before a stream, and then I fell into lava on the way home, and I was very sad on that stream. I didn't
Thank you,
mean to be,
Frogdor.
but it was
Fro-
real
I-
pain.
Frogdor, I didn't realize you also made me a skin. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah. Yeah, that would be
It's gonna
fun.
be good.
That would be a good time. I would enjoy that.
Yeah, you gotta sit down for a while. I wish you could do like co-op Subnautica, because I think Hannah and I have a lot of fun with that.
Oh
so
my
much
god,
fun.
that would be great. Future patch, please. That would never.
Yeah.
No, they would never.
They would
I
never.
know that the forest is out now and that has co-op, but I don't know how relaxing that would be.
Not
Yeah, that game doesn't
relaxing
look
at
very
all.
relaxing.
No.
No.
No, I don't like that.
I should start trying to headbutt my burrito.
Play too long.
Not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
Dragoni, you're right.
Stop Parsnip legs are my favorite foods. Pizza and burritos.
Yes, true. We got Chipotle before we came here.
He is my son.
Oh, I actually tried to say no to that today. Oh no, I did. I did say no.
You did say no.
Yeah, because Chipotle. Okay, Chipotle is a food baby.
Oh god.
Yes, it is.
Please let's not
You-
talk about this again.
Oh, I love
Oh, have I
it.
mentioned that? Sorry, I won't mention that again. But it's a lot.
It's fine. It is a lot, but it is also delicious.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
Even when you don't get any beans in it, it's like it's so huge.
Hey, speaking of Metroidvanias, play Hollow Knight Ark and Wonder. It's very good. Yes, I've heard Hollow Knight is very good. I do want to play that sometime.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe on stream. That could be a good time.
Give it a shot.
Welcome back, Falchion.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome
Cool.
back.
Hey, time to get some music up in this piece.
Hi, dumb guy. You dumb
Hi.
guy.
Yeah, that's me.
You
Wow.
dumb.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
Let's get that out of here. Oh.
Oh right, they
Close
can't
that
hear
down.
that. Fuck.
That's our background music,
Yeah.
not anybody else's.
Sorry, well, she
If
started
we've
talking
been
about
humming along.
real great music. And I was like, I'm also listening to great music. So there, it's just not the same music.
None of you can hear.
Alright, let's start up some Hiveswap.
I want to see
music or
someone that's
something.
competent at 2D platforming play the Hollow Knight. Ooh.
Well, not me then.
Yeah, you want Art to play that then.
Wait, what?
Hollow Knight.
What's that? Oh, Hollow Knight. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like fun. I think I might give it a shot.
Alrighty. Nope, we don't need that one. We need... Where the fuck did I put it? There it is. Alright, you guys ready for this shit?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, and I guess I should ask Jay, do you remember most of what's happened so far?
Well, we, did the thing and we got into the game and then,
Yes.
like, there was this person on a computer doing something?
Yeah, the weird people
speaking-
talking to the
Yeah, they're
humans.
speaking through the clown, I think.
Close enough.
Okay, cool.
Speaking through the cloud.
And,
they got to shout every line. It was awesome.
you remember that Rose is like desperately trying to avoid her mom and still contact John, and Dave was, I think he was trying to get the other game from his brother. Was that what still was going on?
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
I think, yeah, that's how he's gonna join us later, I think.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Boop, boop. Bloop. Oh, jeez, this is me. Right.
Yep, it sure is.
Hi, happy birthday, Rose.
Hello, and thanks.
Did you get John's present yet?
I just opened it this very moment.
What a stunning coincidence that you would ask about it now. I am stunned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who was that? I didn't catch it.
We love you.
Oh, what, did somebody follow?
Yes.
Oh,
y-
yay,
can-
thank you, person.
Yeah, you continue. I'll find out.
Okay. Yeah, I know. What will you make with it?
And who said it was something from which something else could be made?
Well, John did tell me what it was. Duh.
I suppose I'll take a stab at learning the craft. It's the least I can do in response to the subtle dig concealed in his gesture. He often tells me I need a new hobby when I make perfectly reasonable analytical remarks.
Oh, but Rose, I don't think he meant anything like that by it. You see, not everybody always means the opposite of what they say, the way you and Dave always do.
Wow. Maybe. His birthday's in a few months, isn't it?
Hmm?
Sorry. Yep, I finally finished a present for him. I've been working on it for years.
Years? It's so hard to tell when you're joking, or if you're even capable of it.
I just mailed it too, so it's sure to get there on time. Mail takes a while to get anywhere from here.
I'll probably craft something with strong sentimental value. That should burn him.
I don't think you really mean that.
I guess not. So, shall I expect a green package dropped to my house via airmail from whatever screwball cranny of the globe you're tucked into?
No. Sorry, but you are sort of hard to shop for. Besides, I have something for you today that I think you will like better than some thing in a box.
Oh?
It is a tip.
This is already intriguing enough to compensate for the grave scarcity of lavish gifts parachuting from the sky. Please go on.
Did you have a pet a long time ago that died?
Yes.
Okay, well, how did you feel about your cat? Did you love him a lot?
Okay, well, I didn't mention it was a cat or that it was a male. Let's pretend I'm surprised and you're embarrassed and move on. To answer your question, I would describe my feelings towards the animal as lukewarm.
Bullshit.
Okay. Something wrong?
No.
Oh, I thought you said foul Shane.
No.
Okay.
I said bullshit.
Oh,
Bullshit.
okay.
Yeah.
So same thing.
That's fine.
So-
It doesn't really matter, I think. Just... What if someone told you you could play a game that would bring him back to life?
If someone told me that, I would regard the remark with a great deal of skepticism. If that someone was you, on the other hand, then I would have to ask preemptively, is that someone you?
Yes, that someone is me! I just thought you might find it interesting.
So, what is this game?
Satanism.
Oh, I don't know.
apparently.
I'm just saying is all. I think you all hear about it later, and maybe you can talk to John and Dave about it. They're way more into all that stuff than I am.
I'll see what the word on the street is about it in due time. For now, I should probably order a copy of Knitting for Assholes. It'd be a shame if I ran late with John's present.
Dave, get Katana. Or no, that's you, isn't it? You're this narrator.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, capture log your katana to That's the only time I'm doing it this time, and I'm done with the pluses.
That's
which is
fine.
hard.
You don't need to.
And prepares to venture out into the apartment to retrieve your bro's copy of the game. But first, maybe, just maybe,
Just
retrieve the dead bird.
maybe.
Take the bird.
You should retrieve that dead bird.
Got the
Run, Adobe Flash.
Run that flash!
Remember the decision. Good.
Why?
Oh, it's tragic. Dude, that bird is long gone. It probably won't last long in this heat anyway. You don't even know what's up with this sick heat. This sick beat.
That either.
The sun threatens to set off, but won't step off. It's staring you down like the big red eye of a hot needle skipping on a groove it's tracing round the earth. While lingering in midair, its heat seems to suspend time itself, stretching it like a warped vinyl. It's meant to rain this season, but there ain't been a drop in sight. Even a little drizzle would help. Might help to fizzle the shizzle a little bizzle to set the record straight on this global turn tizzle. So don't change the dizzle, turn up a little. I got a living room full of fine diamond brizzles. Waiting on the pizzle, the dizzle, and the shizzle to G's get the bizzek. New ladies, we gizzo.
When the pimps in the
drop
crib,
it like
drop it like it's hot,
drop
drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot.
English romantic poet, John Keats.
Thank you very much for that.
Exit
What?
your room and go into the living room.
What just
That was great.
happened?
We rap together.
It's best to not ask questions when it comes to Homestuck. Just accept what happened to you.
Alright.
Dave, exit your room and go to the living room, please.
Forfeits. Sorry, little dude, coming through. Gotta put you down for a bit. You figure you've left him hanging long enough.
Dave hastily enters the room with wild abandon.
You barge in and see a familiar face. A friendly face. You stand in the living room. Your bro spends most of his time here. At night, he crashes on the futon over there. You don't see him anywhere, though. There's a puppet chest, and he stores his little Cal in when he takes him out on gigs. When he's home, he usually leaves Cal on display somewhere, and with good reason, because Cal is totally sweet. So sweet. Man.
Dave, pity the foo. Do it.
It's your brother's Mr. T puppet, which of course is kept in the apartment with a sense of profound, humorous irony. But as usual with your bro's exploits, this is no ordinary irony or anything close to a pedestrian tier 1 ironic gesture, which is a meager single step removed from sincerity. This is like 10 levels of irony removed from the original joke. It might have been funny like 8 years ago to joke about Mr. T and how he was sort of lame, but that was the very thing that made him awesome and badass, and his awesomeness was also some sort of the joke. But in this case, the joke is the joke, and that degree of irony itself is also the joke, and so on. Only highly adept satirical ninjas like you or your bro can appreciate stuff like this. It's cool taking stuff that other people think is funny, but you know really isn't, and making it funny again by adding subtle strata of irony which are utterly undetectable to the untrained eye. Also, for good measure, Mr. T is wearing a leather thong and handcuffed to a pantsless Chuck Norris puppet. God, you hope you can be as good as your bro at this someday. You would never tell him that, though.
Dave, find little Cal and give fist bumps.
Cal is nowhere in sight. All you see is a bunch of your bro's weird nude puppets strung around haphazardly. You guess those are kind of cool. I don't know.
Jay,
That's a butt.
That's
Jay,
a butt.
what's
That's
your-
a lot of
what-
butts.
what's your opinion on puppets?
Yeah.
Puppets
games,
are
I
okay.
suppose.
Claymation is not.
But how do you feel about puppets?
But how do I feel about puppet butt? What?
But.
Yeah,
But-
how do you feel about puppet
But.
puppets?
Alright, go on.
It looks like your bro was playing. It's not like him to leave it in the middle of some totally intense gaming. Not like him
Wait.
to misplace Cal either.
Wait.
Man,
Is
you hooked
this
to the
an
best
MLG meme before they ever existed?
Yes! Yes!
It sure looks
Also,
like one.
also, what video game is this? I love it. I want to play
I
it.
don't understand.
Oh, hey.
Okay, that puppet's not okay.
Oh, that's funny.
It's me, little cow. There you are, dude. Didn't see you there. Me. We be chilling at Cal? Yeah, you better. Yeah. You better believe me, we chill. Yeah, we chill. It's the man. Yeah.
Oh, Dave, resist great urge to play at Bro's Xbox. Well, little Kyle's he's gonna do something.
You fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up Sun somewhere uncanny brutal on your quest for mad snacks, yo, and get this way rude hunger under control. Shit is basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with the hook. The hook is dead to that shit. But you get stuck in some poorly modeled 3D fixture or something, like a railing or a piece of the wall, and you have to reset. Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit. But, Dave, give little Kyle a bro fist bump, please.
Ba-dump.
Boom.
Oh man, you almost forgot. Gotta give the Z-Man some props.
Yeah.
Yeah!
We cool, little dude.
We cool. We cool.
Yeah. Bro, or Dave, check out your bro's sweet gear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your bro has so much sweet gear, it's hard to keep up with it all sometimes. Here's his computer setup. He's usually got a lot of stuff cooking here at any given moment. Since he's not around, you might as well sneak a peek.
Dave, look at your gosh dang brother's computer.
It's
All right.
The pooter.
Oh, hell no.
Your bro's computer is password protected, of course, to protect all of his incredible top secret shit he's got on the burners. Of course, you know what the password is, and he knows you know it, and you're both cool with that because the password is the most awesome thing it can be.
Puppets.
You enter the password. On the desktop is a hodgepodge of unnamed folders to store all the stuff he's been working on. No one can decipher his organization system but him. He also tends to use the application Complete Bullshit to keep up with the ludicrous amount of website news feeds he monitors to stay hip to the scene.
Dave, open complete bullshit.
Beyond.
Yep, that is complete bullshit.
Dave,
This is complete bullshit.
Dave, check if your very own personal comic, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff, has a sweet update.
What?
Bro keeps up with your projects in his aggregator, just like you keep up with his. He's tuned into your various blogs, and of course, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. You navigate to the latest comic
Yes,
in one
yes,
of the many
yes,
bullshit
yes,
feed
Yes,
bands.
yes, yes, yes,
Jay.
yes,
Oh,
yes,
no.
yes, good.
Go ahead, Jay.
Was I was the red one? Yes.
Oh, okay, fine. Bro, I got a ticket for the big game. It's sports.
Dog, I am so jealous. You know I love the big game.
Oh, yeah?
And there he goes. The big man has the rock. He's driving so hard through the paint downtown. All of you for the slam dunk.
I am concerned.
That's really horrifying. That was bad.
Nominated CATV for best comic ever.
Having a good time, Nick. I was having a good time. Or Tech.
God.
I was having a good time, Tech.
Can we have a second one? Can we have a second one, please? It's gonna be a while before we see it, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff for a while.
A second Sweet Bro and Hella
You can
Jeff.
see more?
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Oh yeah,
hey.
Jeremy. Do you want to be the narrator of this episode?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Introducing the new friend, Gummy.
Bro, have you seen my socks around anywhere?
No, dude. Again with the socks. What is it even with you and the socks, man?
It's like you must be. Oh no, I think that's still you.
It's like you must be choking up on a jointed stone or some. I can't even think of who leaves all these socks laying around like that. Oh!
Hey, I'm Jeremy. I'm Jeremy.
The sock ruse was Distraction!
I have the car.
Thank you for indulging me. That's all I wanted.
This is stupid.
That's all I wanted.
This is all stupid.
This is stupid. Dave,
All
now.
of this is stupid.
Dave, now you can mouse over the orange stripe containing plush ROM. If you have to.
Hey, Jay, how do you feel about puppets, Jay?
Another one of your bro's many ironic websites. The difference here is he rakes in thousands of dollars a month through this enterprise. Smuppets are a multi-billion-dollar-a-year enterprise, and it's awfully hard to resist taking a firm squeeze from the plump udder of that cash cow.
Dave, stop wasting time and look for Bros Beta, please. Navigate away from the puppet porn.
Get this image out of my no!
You guys, you've messed around on his computer long enough. Better get a move on before it's too late for
Music is so
Rose, or worse
well-played.
yet, your bro catches you. But,
My
my
God.
God, the rumps, they are transfixing. You know this is ironic and all, but your bro reaches echelons of irony you could only dream of daring to fathom. But on rare occasions when your guard is down, it all seems just a tad unsettling to you.
Please no more. Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, hey there, Cal.
hey, hey.
Hey, what's up,
Hey.
Cal?
I'm gonna give you a nervous fist bump now, okay?
Come on, little man, lay it on me. Lay it on me. Come on, lay it on me.
You are sort of starting to flip the fuck out without losing your cool, of course.
Saving the world! No! I gotta pester John to ease my nerves.
You get Egbert on the line again to give him the lowdown on your progress. You feel it's important to keep the wires hot. He's not answering. You wonder what that guy's up to.
This is not the evening I was prepared
Hey,
for.
what? Hey, what is up? What happened with the monster that is totally definitely in your room? Did you kill it? Where are you, man? Anyway, things are cool here. Totally cool. Puppers are still awesome. No problem with them or anything. Like, just really, really awesome. Don't worry about it.
What was that?
Oh, shit, was I who was navigating John?
I don't remember. I don't know. Oh, wait, am
Looks
I?
like Rose's. I think you're
No,
narrating
Yeah,
John.
I'm the narrator. Okay. Looks like Rose is finally logged in again. Didn't John say her house was burning down? You wonder if she's on fire yet or what? Oh, there you are. John said your house was burning down. Are you on fire yet or what?
No. For now, I have retired to the safety of a smaller building, which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence.
Welcome to the Ark and Hannah show. Oh well, that's a relief. John told me to get the game to help you out of there, and so I'm working on that now.
Working on it?
Yeah, my bro's copy. Long story. Hey, don't tell John this, but I think you might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little.
You're referring to your brother's collection?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool and all, the semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever. The semi-ironic. Man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think that some kind of shit is going on a little far, and it's kind of fucked up.
I've seen his websites. I like them.
Yeah, well, you would. Oh, man. I wish the little cow just wouldn't look at me like that with those dead eyes. Jesus, sometimes I dream that he's real and he's talking to me, and I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out.
Interesting.
Oh god, why did I just tell you my dream? You're absolutely going to have a field day with that.
I am currently scrawling notes furiously onto one of the many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you. Published papers forthcoming. Because, you know, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies.
Yeah, I'm gonna get moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me.
He won't answer me either. But I am watching him. I suspect he is preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dumped on his head from the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also happens to be dressed like a clown.
Alright, I'm out later.
Seconds in the future, but not many.
What are you doing? Snap out of it. We have to discuss what your grandmother told you, don't you think? Fine, enjoy your stupor. I'll go about my business elsewhere.
This is not a stupor!
Rose, deploy the punch Designix. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Bye.
This thing.
John,
Thunk.
whenever you read this, you should know that I put the shell you collected to use and finally deployed the Punch Design X. It is in your study. I can only drop it through, though. You'll have to be the one to mess around with it and see what it does. When you're finished with your weird histrionics, maybe you should give it a try. I am updating my walkthrough, and it would help to know what it does. Also, I should probably warn you that your house and yard are completely infested with monsters now. Try and be careful.
I really like the juxtaposition of John just at the window. I hate it.
So I can see. Stupid, lousy imps. They're mucking up all my cool stuff.
No, there you are.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm not sure what came over me there. I was acting really crazy there for a moment. But my head feels like it's clearing up. I think I'm all right now.
John, rebuild the claw hammer and return it to your specimen. You are getting
All right.
way better at this sort of thing.
Yeah, here we go. All right. This goes
Now,
here, this goes there.
Who's doing the prompts? Am I also doing the prompts?
I thought so.
I'm a little confused, but okay. John, confront the pogo ride and prepare yourself for Nana. Yeah, there's the anger. Perfect. Thank God your sanity has returned so you can entertain extremely rational, coherent thoughts like this one. You examine the pogo ride from the bathroom window. You do not like what you see.
No!
Get a big old S. Oh yeah! Yeah, go Fulton, yeah! Oh, fuck it up!
What's
fuck
happening?
it up!
What?
Yeah!
What? What's happening?
Yeah!
Nothing's happening on the screen.
No,
Yeah, it is.
Hannah's like, shh. Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, I won't do that again. I won't do that again. You're right.
What's happening?
Yeah, Fulton, you got it, dude. Look at that paltry score.
what are
Look
you
at that
doing?
paltry ass score. Actually, this minigame kind of sucks. I know that.
What? I love this minigame. It's great.
Oh,
Awesome?
good.
What?
Oh, dude, you got today's high score. Good job. Jay is a butt.
I mean, you're not wrong, but what just happened?
Good job.
What did you do?
Well, you see how the game's currently not doing anything?
Yeah.
But if I do this,
Oh,
now...
if you're trying to.
Those sons of
Oh.
bitches. No one risks painful injury on your
Is it saying
green
wah?
on your green slime pogo ghost ride. No one but you.
I still do not like. I don't.
Rose,
what
drop
is
something
happening?
heavy on one of those imps.
All right, here we go.
Blah.
Damn.
Yeah, yep. That's pretty much how he feels.
Rose, my piano. Funny face.
Sorry, no nuance to these controls at all. I was hoping to bludgeon the imp without letting go of it. Guess I can't really do that. A broken piano isn't the end of the world, though.
I guess you're right.
You'll need to pick up the spoils in person. I can't interact with the grist.
So that means I have to go out the back door?
Yes? Is there a problem?
Well, it may sound dumb, but I was hoping to avoid Nana and her spooky ghost cookies. Yeah.
You're right. That does sound dumb.
Can you see her in the kitchen?
Yeah,
What you doing? Is she baking?
you could say that.
Are you sure you can't get the grist up to me somehow, you know?
Maybe.
Rose, use Pogo Ride to fling grist through the window.
Doesn't look like that grist is going anywhere. You just never know with these gaming abstractions.
But Rose, drop the Pogo Ride in John's bathroom.
We're not the bathtub.
John,
There you
get
go.
that grist. Get that grist, John.
Ta-da.
There you go. Now why don't you check out the Designix? You can do that while I get to work.
On what?
Piano.
Piano, level up for slaying the imp.
Yes. The piano, in its valiant effort, has unfortunately been slain. But if it hadn't, it would have raked in so many boon dollars you have no idea. So many.
Rose, it's time to build.
It's time to build.
Good reference, bro.
Yeah, thanks. I worked real hard on that one.
Nana said to build, so that's what I'm doing.
Oh, well, there are a lot of those.
What?
Oh yeah. Okay, got it.
This is sure to take a lot of grist. Looks like you're going to be busy, John.
Blarg. Well, what are you building?
Stairs. They are fairly expensive, actually.
Oh, man. I could have warned you about stairs, Rose.
Swoosh.
I told you, Don.
I don't get it. What?
That's Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang
Like
it.
I
could've
warned
warned
you.
about
Oh,
stairs,
wait.
Rose!
Oh, she's laughing about it. See,
Oh.
see.
I'll try recouping some of the grist from the catwalk I built earlier.
It keeps happening.
Good. It looks like I can get a refund for earlier allocations.
I told you, Rose. I told you about the stairs.
Okay, consider me fully briefed on the matter of stairs. Now, if you don't mind, it's hard enough to concentrate on this without you immersing ourselves in Strider's non sequitur.
Oh, did you know that he thinks puppets are cool?
Does he?
He's so dumb.
Rose, use build grist to construct observation tower on roof.
Boink. Okay, you obviously don't have enough grist yet for something that ambitious, but you can get started with something of a foundation for upwards construction at least. Oh, John, check the cabinets for imps or useful items. No imps in here. Just a shitload of shaving cream. Dads love shaving cream. Or shaving. It's basically all they do when they're not baking, that is. John, bring 2 cans of shaving cream and no more. You capture log 2 cans of shaving cream just in case. You never know when you'll need to bust out a hilarious shaving cream Santa beard to rack it up your prankster's gambit. Your telescope goes flying out the window.
It looks like the imps are just screaming at it.
John, ride the pogo ride. It's a little cramped in here for any sort of proper reckless pogoing. You'll just grab it and hang on to it until the right moment presents itself. The towel floats back down to the rack. The circle of stupidity is complete.
Rose, check up on Nana Quinn. See what's cooking. That is many cookies.
This is fine. No.
Fuck!
She blew him up
With her mind?
with her
With her
eye
eye.
lasers.
Oh, I didn't see the eye lasers. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
TeamViewer doesn't allow eye lasers apparently.
No! Censorship!
There it is. You saw the glimpse. There we go. John, make your way to the study, buddy.
The study, buddy.
Do you like this clown? Do you like this clown? Do you like this clown?
Do you hate this clown? I hope you hate this clown. I hope this clown.
I hate it. I hate it.
It looks like the imps have taken a shining to the Cruxtruder. Cruxite and black goo everywhere. John, ride the Slimer Pogo and one-up that imp.
I feel like they're all making noises like.
Ultimate power!
Well, okay, it's not a Slimer Pogo, but you mount it anyway and brandish your deadly armaments. Now, John, ride your steed to victory. Hey, it's working! Hey, it's working! Hey, look at that! It's working! This is incredibly dangerous. This is incredibly dangerous. Flip the fuck out. Flip the fuck out. Let's see how they like the old double-barrel lather blaster. Whoops, oh shit. Hey, Jay.
Oh, this is Jay. This is you.
Yeah, Jay, you're up.
Was this the screaming guy from before?
This was
Yes,
the
it's
screaming
the
guy.
screaming
But then he
guy.
turned caps lock off, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Oh God, what did I do for just screaming? I can't.
You
even
literally
remember.
just
You
screamed.
just screamed.
Oh.
So
What did I do for just screaming?
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure I
scream.
did some kind of a voice with the screaming, but I can't remember what that voice was.
No,
so-
I'm pretty sure it was just like, John,
John,
do the thing.
please do the thing.
Mr. John, respectfully ask that you please stand up.
Don't move or the pogo gets it.
Why do they care?
Now, sir boy, free from this boorish rabble post haste.
Oh, 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 oh,
Oh,
oh,
oh, oh.
oh, nice, it's gone, dude. Hey, it's me. Oh, never mind, I'm dead.
And out of the story you go.
Refrigerator, level up for slaying the imp, please. The refrigerator skyrockets up the echelon to a new rung. 5-star General Electric and earns 285 moon dollars. Things are really looking up for this feisty appliance.
Well done, John. Polite congratulations.
Yes, 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 there you go, you're getting it. For some reason, you feel a sense of positive reinforcement. Though wherever the feeling is coming from, it sure is a welcome change from the erratic mood swings earlier.
Now, my civil fellow, I have a well-mannered query to ask.
Oh yeah?
I blocked the entrance to the study to give you some space to work with the Design X. John, Imp's behind you. Should I take care of it? You tried to repeat it again, didn't you? Why did you have to pick it up all that stupid shaving cream? So pointless.
Rose, drop something heavy on one of those imps.
Do it.
Good onk.
Excuse me, a moment. That's a little high. That's a little overkill.
Oh no!
Gardoosh!
Well,
Jeez!
she did it.
John, might I bother you for a can opener?
Oblivious to the commotion behind you, suddenly you find yourself pondering the whereabouts of a can opener. You think there's probably one in the kitchen, but the path is blocked by your refrigerator.
I don't even have a can. What's happening?
John? Oh, wait. What was that question? John is completely unresponsive. What the hell is that nincompoop doing? I guess that must be Rose. Yeah. Years in the future.
Years in the future.
But
Let's not get totally
yeah.
carried away here. A studious eye darts about a page like a honeybee gathering the nectar of wisdom.
Westa.
Ah, yes. Further courtesy, favors accumulate. Oh, munch.
Everyone is polite. Absurd vestigial fourth digit is Gantelvert.
Stop eating those. We are not reading this. I
Yeah.
refuse. I refuse.
There's just a
Oh,
bunch
wait.
of pictures here
It's just a
regarding
bunch of pictures.
like
Yeah.
what's happening in the
That's
game
true.
so far. So
Rose has been taking screenshots of what's been going on her computer, just so that she
And
can
she
keep
can't-
track of. She can't
I was
look
just
in
gonna say-
John's dad's room.
yeah, for some reason they
Yeah.
can't see what's inside John's dad's room. I think that's the only thing that's really important here.
Yeah.
Oh.
So construct a loft above John's room, Rose.
Donk. 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 Donk.
This seems fine.
Whoop. Badoosh.
Good video game sound effects.
The sound of leather.
Ladders seem to be a bit cheaper than stairs.
Oh, John, it appears we have reached an impasse.
Well, yes. I mean, it seems so. Yeah.
The opener dilemma remains unsettled, most unfortunately.
It is unfortunate, I guess. What were we talking about again?
But it has been a pleasure nonetheless.
Thanks for the courtesy. It's not really necessary, but thanks anyway.
Oh, but thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so very much, dear favorable small primitive.
Primate,
No,
but-
primate. Also that. Can we get a face pillow scream? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I shall take my lead now, John. Until next time.
Wait, where did all this sweet loot come from? And why is there suddenly a crumpled hat on your head? John, gather the grist, please, and then examine the Designix. Feeling especially economical with your behavior suddenly, you scoop up all the grist in the room and turn your attention to the punch Designix all in one fell swoop. The device features a countertop station design with a keyboard setup, not unlike an old-fashioned computer. There is a blinking red light and a diagram etched into the panel. How's this
Put the
shit work?
card in the slot.
Yeah.
Answer, Dave Rose.
Okay, wait, hold on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You're the one that should be wrist up deep in puppet ass.
What is the specific problem?
The problem is I'm up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dong.
You know you like the mannequin dick. Accept it.
I'm enrobed in chafing, wriggling, fucking damned puppet pelvis. An obscenely long, coarse Kermit cock is being dragged across my anguished face.
Let's put this into perspective. You put up with the puppet prostate because you love it. Also, coarse is a good word.
You don't seem to harbor any sympathy for the fact that I've burrowed fuck deep into lively, fluffy Muppet buttock. I'm whirling in the terrible cyclone of the epicenter of my own personal holocaust of twitching from foam noses.
Form noses.
Form noses. Norse gods. It's like a fucking apocalypse of perky proboscis here. Like the proboscalypse, I guess.
Are you going to start rapping about this?
What? No, listen.
Prong of flesh bereft of home, found solace twixt a cleft of foam.
No, oh Jesus, no, God.
Of
No, God, please.
Socks eclipse, a painted pair of parted lips that dare through kiss to stir the air, that teases tufts of orange hair, and though faces flush in lovers' fits, hands snug in plush as gloves befit.
Okay, Dickinson, if you could shut your perfumey trap for half a second. This is serious. I am just saying, if I see one more soft bulbous bottom being like just kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, I'm gonna fly off the handle. I'm gonna do some kind of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and win like a medal or some shit.
Let's hope that there will be squishy derriere somewhere below the handle to break your fall.
Hangs up. John, observe back of the first visible capture log card, please.
Good freak out.
Thanks. You flip over the top card containing your pogo ride. Good rapping. Your rapping? Rhyming? Yeah, whatever it is that Rose does. Anytime
Reciting.
Anytime you capture log something, a new code appears on the back of the card. You've always wondered what the code was for. Damn, these things are hard to read. But then, you've never really found any reason to decipher them. Until now, perhaps? John, examine the reverse side of the hammer card in the strife specifics.
I
Looks
don't
like-
wanna.
You gotta. Looks like cards from... You should, though. Please? Please. Looks like cards from your strife deck have codes, too. Now, John, enter the capture code as seen on the back of the pogo red card. You enter the code into the keyboard. At least you think that's what the code is. The red light switches off. A green light begins blinking.
It makes the sound.
It does.
Yeah.
It makes that noise at you. John, insert the card.
Okay.
Type in In the interest of due diligence, you enter the other code and repeat the process with that card too. Both cards are now punched with different hole patterns. Now, John, attempt to retrieve Pogo from the card. Okay, well that should just be a simple matter of, looks like it's trapped now. You don't see how you can access the item anymore or store a new item there for that matter. These cards are pretty much useless now, and the items they contain are toast. But maybe not all is lost. Recalling from your experience with the pre-punched card, you may be able to use the cards to replicate the items in question, assuming you got the codes right, that is. John, mash keys heedlessly, please. Not quite through with your cowboy empiricism just yet,
Yeah.
you mash at the keyboard to generate a random code. You enter the design stops you after 8 cards, which appears to be the maximum length for a code. The green light goes on, signaling its readiness for a card. You figure you may as well burn the shaving cream since the product is not exactly at a premium in your household. You also figure you might as well merge the 2 cans onto 1 card. You're a little sad that your dad isn't sticking around for this. You have a feeling that he would get a real kick out of the idea of duplicating more shaving cream. You punch the card with a pattern that is in no way related to the code for the item it contains. This should make for an interesting experiment. Mad science is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, you just burned another card in the process. Your deck is really dwindling now. Maybe you should have thought this through a little better. On the plus side, you just freed up your PDA, which is overflowing with the pent-up chatter of anxious pesterers.
Hmm?
Oh,
Ah!
I'm dead again.
Yay!
It's fine, John. Look at all that grist. John, answer your chums. Puppets, awesome. That's really all there is to say on the matter. Tech out had to change his mood to rancorous.
John, I'm about to throw bathtub to your wall. Watch out.
Okay.
Wow, that was totally unnecessary.
I made a shortcut upstairs. I thought it would be a good idea to get up there and try the cards as soon as possible. Also, you weren't being terribly responsive.
You mean these stairs? Man, look at these shitty stairs. They're so narrow. I'm supposed to climb these?
They're perfectly navigable. I'm saving on grist. I'm shaving on grist for now.
Don't shave on grist for now.
If you keep slaying foes, collecting grist, and expanding the cash limit, we may not need to be so economical with our resources in the future.
Oh.
Ah.
So, why didn't you just build all the way through that hole in my dad's room?
Have you ever been in there?
No.
Exactly.
Eh?
I'd rather not get sidetracked. I'm more interested in further exploring the mechanics of the game than watching you discover what sort of outlandish Harlequin decor your father keeps in his room.
Oh, come on. What's the big deal? I'll just climb up and go right through.
Will you?
Yeah, why not?
Are you saying you've never wondered what's in there, or why it's been kept a secret from you?
Well, I mean,
Then
yeah.
trust me, you won't be going right on through.
Wait, are you saying there's something like troubling in that?
I don't know.
What do you mean? What do you see in there?
I can't see in there.
Oh.
But I don't have a very good feeling about it.
Whatever. I think I'd handle a few more stupid clown paintings. God.
Yeah,
Bruce.
as witnessed by that picture that we saw, she just sees static whenever she tries to look at that room. That's
Yeah.
weird,
Oh,
right?
that's what that is.
Weird, right?
Weird,
Yeah.
spoopy.
Mm.
Move punched cards to John's room. Drag some Crooksite dowels up to John's room.
Great. Oh, John, collect that grist and examine the safe, please. Didn't I already tell you to collect the grist? I think I already did that. Oh well.
I'm
You
really
swoop-
bad. I'm sorry.
No, but thank you for doing it. You swoop
Okay.
up the bountiful supply of grist generated by your co-players' recent exploits. From now on, it will probably go without saying that you'll nab any grist lying around without making a big fuss over it. How about that? You check out the busted safe, which has made a noble sacrifice in battle. Some of your father's odds and ends have spilled out, including some old newspaper clippings and 2 rather hefty tomes. It's a fair bet that these books comprised at least half the weight of the safe. John, examine Family Tome of Humor. It's another copy of Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. This one looks really old, perhaps the original printing. Wow, could it be the same one involved with your grandmother's unfortunate accident on that fateful day? Dad would never speak a word of it, but maybe Nana wouldn't be so tight-lipped. You give it a cursory perusal. It appears to be similar to your reprinting, listing all the japes and chicanery you have come to know and love. You capture log it, thinking it may give you a closer, you may give it a closer look later. You also have no more cards, and your PDA is trapped again. Sorry. John, examine the contents of the safe. Father Roy John shaving almanac. You take a look at the other book. You're sure Dad thought that this was a scintillating read, but it looks pretty boring to you. Maybe you'll crack into it someday when you're old enough to shave. Everything in this safe was obviously very important to your father. You wonder why he kept it locked away from you. Some things about him you will never understand.
Damn it, Dave.
It seems he's been collecting scraps from the news over the years. These articles go back decades.
Space
John?
rocks knock local burbs block off. Populace oblivious to broader significance of events, assuming there is any, which there definitely isn't. Crocker facility leveled. Meteors!
Ah! John, quick, look at the piece of paper type the wall, quick. Huh? Son,
Son,
oh, wait,
if you're
yeah.
reading this, it means you are now strong enough to lift the safe. You are now a man. As such, you are entitled to what is inside. I know you will take this responsibility seriously. I am so proud of you.
John, turn the card over.
024913.
Oh, you guessed that this is the combination to the safe. This is completely useless. John, you better examine the back of the capsular card in the floor, dude.
Damn it, Dave.
Well, he didn't know you were gonna break the safe open. You guess these are all zeros, or are they capital O's? Zeros would probably make more sense for an empty card, you think? That makes sense. Yeah. John, capture log the card. And that... John, I'm gonna need you to enter a code on the... No. Enter the code on the back of the card into the Design X.
Woo.
So that's just 11111. Then punch it.
Ptonk.
Donk. Great.
Wait, John, before you punch... Oh. I was about to say, if you first took note of the code, then removed the card from the card, you could have punched the blank one, and then you would have only burned one card instead of two.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Damn it!
Nah, don't throw your hat down in disgust. John, capture log punched, capture log card, please.
Wah!
Sweet catch!
Oh! We almost lost the PDA out the... that's great. What?
Oh,
What?
what?
John, quick, take the PDA, dude. You
It's
forgot
mine.
that. Yeah, it's yours.
Alright.
The 2-card Silodex. Inventory of dumbasses.
Boom!
It's great. I love it. John, time to level up, dude.
Yeah!
Pesky urchin.
Great. Gel viscosity plus 15. Nice. Colonel Sasker, level up for slaying the imp.
I knew I could do it.
The Colonel soars to new heights on his ladder, reaching the rung one-man julep vacuum, and pockets 9,550 boon dollars. Chump change for the genteel, aristocratic Southern Colonel. Bathtub, level up for slaying the imp. The bathtub surges heroically and surpasses the rung Archimedes Aqua Cradle, proceeding directly to the vaunted rung Taft Gemmer. The tub makes off with a cool 490 boon dollars. The tub's basin capacity remains unaffected. Safe, level up for slaying the imp. The safe was slain in battle. A great flaming nautical pyre carries it off to Valhalla. Alright, John, please go up the stairs, please. Please.
I only promised to try.
You're not sure. It was pretty precarious to you. You've been reassured that the stairs are perfectly navigable.
Let's scramble!
Ah!
Lousy goddamn stupid stairs.
Whoa. What day?
Oh, it's you.
Ignore Lil Callan, find the beta.
Yes.
You wander over to the place where your bro keeps his sweet turntable gear. Man, that setup is sweet. You feel pangs of jealousy whenever you walk by it. Really cool jealousy, though. Like the kind where instead of getting all worked up about it, you just like don't actually give a shit. One of your brother's rad and extremely expensive ninja sword is missing, though. You know this drill all too well. Trouble's a brewing. Dig the expensive ninja sword.
It's weird.
What's weird?
What's weird?
That's it.
Exit your brother's room. You approach the exit. There's something on the door you haven't seen before. It's like one of your bro's ironic comics he left you to check out.
It's spooky.
Yeah.
What have I done? Animal, please start breathing. Oh god, please breathe. Ah, okay, make-believe time is over. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. What will Nanny do to me if she finds out? No one can ever know. I have to hide the body, but where? Think imagination. The one time I really need you.
Hello, Rolf. I want to play a game. I want to play a game. I want to play a game.
Comic sucks.
Okay, some
Alright.
of the stuff, you know he's just leaving around to get under her skin. This is obviously another ploy in his relentless siege of one-upsman sniff, one-upsman...
Sniff.
One sniff to get your goat, the same goat you've been meaning to bleed, like, ironically, but that will have to wait for more appropriate time. You think he knows, but deep down, you feel like you're still not ironic enough to get stuff like this, and that's probably some weird gauntlet he's throwing down to see if you'll get it. But honestly, you think this material is just a little too ironic. You just don't need to see this shit right now. Go to the kitchen.
Just go. Just go.
Free me.
No sign of bro in here either. Well, aside from this absurd quantity of awesome, dangerous stuff he leaves lying around.
This is the best. I love this
Transfer
corner.
your katana to Stripe Specifist. With an escalating sense of a threat, you think it's time that you shift your katana to your Specifist. You figure it's better to free up the cart anyway, since you might need to grab some of the stuff. Set a blender to mix. You guess bro stuck some fake blood capsules in that puppet. Pretty gross.
Pretty gross. Pretty gross, dude. Junk. It's spooky. Whoa. Whoa.
You spot one of your bro's mini webcams nearby recording the incident. It
Whoa.
seems you may have just been an unwitting accessory to some sort of grisly puppet snuff film. You're not totally sure how you feel about that.
I'm gonna rephrase that. I know exactly how I feel about that. I don't like it. Ching. Yeah.
Capture log buster sword from behind microwave. This might be the only thing in the whole apartment that's a bigger piece of shit than your own sword. You put it back behind the microwave where it belongs. Set a blender to crush ice.
Please.
They're just sort of bouncing around in there. You're kind of making a mess now.
Well, I'm not gonna clean it up.
Hide the evidence in the microwave.
I'm not gonna clean this up. Oh god, no. No. God, no. No.
Oh my god!
Hobbies are cool and all. I guess he's kind of put his shit somewhere. But what if you wanted to, like, heat up a burrito or something? This kitchen is pretty much useless.
No butts, no guts, no coconuts.
You get back in there, you
Grab the
piece of shit.
fireworks.
Get out of my life.
You capture log all the fireworks the sink has to offer. You just know these are gonna come in handy. Why would they be in the sink if they weren't? Looks like one of them is still stuck to the garbage disposal. Capture log your shurikens.
Excuse me, what do they call?
Shurikens?
Yes.
Shur-
Yeah. I was making. Dave is gonna make a joke. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sorry. Hey, be careful where you're putting stuff, especially if you're like turn your Siladex into a powder keg full of sharp things. You put the box of fireworks back into card 5 and prepare to start over card 3. Apparently that settles it, you guess. The nunchuck. You take the nunchaku once again, grabbing without thinking ahead.
I love it.
First, you capture log it in the box again, which adeptly avoiding the shuriken trap, which you yourself said only moments ago.
Do dodge.
Oh yeah.
You again round up all of the fireworks. Time to group here. Capture log each shuriken individually.
All right, you got it.
You grab each shuriken one at a time, knocking out those nunchucks. Don't worry. Got a plan.
Got
Capture
it.
log the nunchucks.
Check this plan out. Check this plan out.
Okay, you take the nunchucks. Everything's be nunchucks.
Yes.
Everything seems to be in order now. It would have been badass to go with the authentic Japanese names for each weapon, but sometimes you just have to compromise with this modus. Examine your fetch modus.
Do it.
You flip over your fetch modus and check out the back. You're not really sure what it is you're keeping this thing? Whatever. Press the eject button.
It's just attached to your back. We can see it.
Oh, hell no.
Mm.
Not after all the trouble you went through to get that stuff situated. This is probably a very dangerous button.
Do not eject that button to the stuff.
Change to double points hash modus.
There's so many sharp things.
Changing
First,
hash
you
function
program-
will eject Siledex. Are you sure?
No.
First, you program your modus with the Scrabble points hash function, adding it to the list. I'm not doing that.
That's fair.
This might be a cool function to use, but it looks like you'll just have to empty your Siledex to select it. You're just not going to do that yet. No way. Check the box, detect collisions.
Okay.
Okay.
Take the skateboard. Great.
And just what is this guy so happy about? What's he looking at up there? You think he might see a more soft, bulbous bottom being like kind of jutting out and impudent, or you're gonna have to fly off the handle?
I'm gonna win a medal or some shit.
I have
You take the
concerns
skateboard.
with what's happening.
Actually, you don't. A collision has been detected. You take the wheeled ride. Man, your inventory's nomenclature is getting lamer by the minute. Capture log the unplugged power cord. You take the power cord. Oh, no, that's not gonna work. Think of a new word for power cord.
Okay.
You take the battery pack. Shit. You take the battery pack using the Y as a consonant. Your Siledex reluctantly accepts. It's a tactic notoriously implied by hash map noobs, but you just don't care about that now. Besides, it's not like your bros around to see.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Proceed.
What was that?
Oh,
Did you guys see that?
oh man, it's so fast.
What,
It's too fast. I can't see
what
it.
is it?
Hang on.
What was that?
Oh, he's gone.
What?
Ah!
Ah!
Oh.
No!
Hey, it's me, a little cow.
Search for some mad snacks, yo. Oh, it's just little Cal again. You can never see mad at
I
him.
can never.
Anyway, we've got to get this Wayward hunger under control. You figure you gotta scope out the fridge for some grub, but this hunger is so ill-mannered it would make a room full of snooty dowagers commit mass suicide.
John, or rather Jay. Did I just
Yes?
do that? Wow. Would you play Little Cal so that I'm not playing both of them?
Sure.
Okay, great. All you gotta say is, "Hi, I'm Little Cal" every time you say that.
Cal!
Great.
Perfect.
All right, Dave,
Open the refrigerator.
do it.
All right.
Oh god, more shitty swords.
Jesus Christ. I'm okay. I'm
Of
alright.
course, you knew these were in here. You're not even sure why you looked.
Hello.
Sorry.
That's okay.
The swords put her to sleep.
Aw.
If you want to keep any food or beverages in this apartment, you've pretty much got no choice but to hide stuff away in your closet.
Aww. Which is why the apple juice was there.
That makes sense.
Take swords.
Oh yeah, take your swords. The hell with it. You try to get the entire jumble of unbelievably shitty swords and brace yourself for like, oh look, that actually works. You capture log the jumble of unbelievably shitty swords. Use the ice maker. It's still hot around here.
Boink.
You just spent several cherry rounds.
Well, it happened.
Sorry, that really got me.
I need them. They're mine now.
Wait, who's that looking at you in the reflection?
It is I, little cow.
Oh.
Where'd the little dude scamper off to this time? Can't you like those cherry bombs? You go for the cherry bombs unsuccessfully. After mulling it over, you take the red spherical salutes. Take the blender.
Why? Why?
Which to blend? Blender is a pretty simple word, and yet you can already tell that's not going to work. Instead, you take the whirling blade pitcher. It's really a much better name for it anyway, you think. Activate garbage disposal. Duff down Mr. Purple Guy into the garbage disposal.
Definitely.
You're still not sure what he's so happy about or what he's looking at up there.
Guess we'll never know.
While you're at it, you dump the contents of the blender, oops, I mean whirling blade pitcher, into the disposal, but you suffer an unfortunate garbage disposal head jam. You notice something in the reflection. Something above you. Look up.
Whoa.
Hello, Dave.
It's the hatch to the crawl space above your apartment. Bro's always tucking away in there when he's busting out his rad stealth stunts. He's so slick that dangling cord never even jostles. You just know he's being ironic with these weird mind games. There's no way anyone could be serious about aping those shitty moves.
What?
Aping those shitty movies.
Movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now use the turntables and cinder blocks to make a fort.
Boop, boop, boop.
It's pretty sweet fort for you just made. You're pretty sure your brother would agree. Under different circumstances, you might be high-fiving over it right now. But rather than getting excited, take it for a spin, you really just need to use it to get up the hatch.
Okay.
Yank the cord. This time to face your destiny. No going back now.
Yank. Oh, no. Next page. Oh, no.
Oh, you can see the texture of the. Oh, no!
Bonk. I hate it.
Yeah, there was pretty much no way this wasn't going to be a bunch of fucking puppets.
Booty, rocking everywhere.
Okay, hold on. We've had this conversation already.
You're welcome, Dindin.
We've had this conversation
For
already.
all
have
the
we?
flesh
Oh, yeah, we have.
bereft of
Yep.
helm, found solace,
Nope.
twist, cleft
Nope.
of
Sorry, I'm gonna
form.
interrupt you this time.
Bro, roof. Now. Bring
Read the note
cow.
on the hatch.
We're doing it, man. We're making this happen.
Bust out of the puppet pile like the one.
Oh my god! The bots all survived! Not a single flying cheek.
Hey, you're not the other guy.
Okay.
And that's gonna have to be where we cut it.
Hey!
Oh yeah.
I'm having nightmares about that.
Good
So-
stream.
So Jay, how do you
how do you feel about puppets?
I hate it.
My opinions have shifted slightly. There is now a requirement for puppets that I meet. And that would be clothes!
That's fair.
That is good.
That's very fair. So, rule, honestly.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Good stuff. I like the
always
I like the two new trolls, and I like everybody. I like this. This is fun. These things are very good. Yeah.
I hate Kermit now.
You hate Kermit now. Bye, Kermit. We love you. Good stuff. Let's do it again sometime.
Yeah.
Next to
Yeah.
the trolls.
Whenever,
Hell
they release another. They've been doing it like weekly, I
They
think.
have been. It's actually been really
Oh my
consistent.
God.
So if that's the case, there'll be one tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Oh God,
Let's
really?
do it!
I have no
That's-
problems with this.
I mean, that's if they're keeping with it being weekly. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go to what is it? What?
We'll find out now. Live.
Tumblr.
We'll do it live.
Tumblr. That's an interview with one of the artists. That's the remnant sale that they. Hey Jay.
No! Not the puppet fight! Get it out! Get it out! Go down, would
It's
you?
fun. It's fun.
Apparently, it's bi-weekly.
It's bi-weekly, gotcha.
Maybe.
Cool. It's fun.
I don't know. Whatever. If whenever they announce it, we'll do it. We'll figure out.
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely get back to this. I love these characters. Paul Shane and I get the next two, though. Yes. Good job. Bronya was great. Skilla was great, too.
I like it.
Yeah.
Skill is my wife.
That's
Waifu?
officially as
My
far as
wife.
like, actually, you know what? I could probably. Oh,
Will you
yeah.
please stop zooming in on the ice?
No.
Please.
This is.
I got out of TeamViewer, so I don't even know what he's looking at anymore.
It's
This is
just
grade
the
8.
butt, but bigger.
Anyway, thank y'all for coming by tonight.
It was
fun.
Recupera soup.
Thanks, folks. Yeah!